Okay, so we're live. What's poppin', people? One Piece discussion. Got Frubin here, Taekwon, Usef. Usef, you got
Oh,
rid of the Hangman picture?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro, I
Some
gotta ask you
people,
about that. Do you have a kid or something? Why you always
no, no,
holding a
no,
baby?
no, no, no. It's my baby cousin. I'm very proud of my baby cousin.
That's like the third picture I've seen of you holding a baby, so I was just like making sure.
Um, some guy on, some people actually think I have a baby, and I was like, whoa, man, I'm 16. Calm down. I'm not like, I don't roll like that,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I thought. I was like, you look hella young to be having a baby. What's going on here?
Started early. Started early, huh? But nah, no, we didn't talk about the chapter last week, so we're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna talk about 831, I guess.
Might as well just start off with 831.
Want to start with 831? Okay.
Yeah,
What do you guys think about it?
I
It
mean,
was fucked up. What
it
the
was
fuck?
okay. The thing is I started watching, or I started reading the manga from Dressrosa 784. That was the Gear Fourth chapter. And I
Yeah.
haven't read a single other like manga chapter besides like for when I was doing research after that. This is probably the worst chapter I've read since 784.
Damn. Um, what do you think, Ty?
This is the first chapter that I felt like like 2 out of 10.
Two
Yeah.
out of
The
10?
other ones was good. Like at least something happened. But in this one though, what I will say is that while it seemed like one of these chapters where like they kind of just wasted it or whatever like that to hang us to next week. Nothing really happened to the end.
Yeah,
Fruit,
exactly. Like what?
fruit. Did you say you've been reading One Piece week to week since K fourth chapter?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So have I. Literally that exact same chapter.
Yeah. I caught up on wait, was Gear Force 784 or
Yeah,
785?
it was 784.
Yeah, I caught up on like the 2 week break while it was waiting for to
Yeah, same. That's crazy.
I don't know. Is this the worst chapter I've ever read? Uh,
it's probably not the worst chapter in One Piece because there's like a ton of chapters in One Piece, but like literally nothing happened. I don't feel like we're any closer towards any sort of progression.
I feel like this chapter was just a bunch of foreshadowing that people won't really notice until this arc is ended.
I don't think. I think this chapter. Well, it was funny to me.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Funny moment.
Well, we found some stuff out. Like we found out that well, you know what it is? I guess they just did it in a way where like the action wasn't the forefront of the chapter. Like we found out that Puddin was lying.
well, it's not
Yeah.
even. Yeah, like
We
it's
sent them
just
there to
like
be set up.
it just puts a bunch of like speculation into my head that I can't back up with anything. Like,
Well, with the
Oh,
with the Puddin thing, she was definitely lying because that was a like a Sanji Mirage or something like that. And if they would have stood where she told them to, the fish would have ate them. You see, it's the dangerous forest there.
yeah,
So it's like Puddin definitely set them up.
Oh yeah.
that's
Francis Smith just brought up four kid Sanji.
Oh yeah. God.
And I didn't notice it. I went back and looked at it. I was like, that is definitely fucking getting a lollipop, bro. That's like, damn. I don't know. It was funny to me. It was a funny chapter. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it a lot more once it's animated,
yeah, I'll agree with that.
with everything that was going on. But we didn't. It was nothing was hype about this chapter.
Yeah.
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 Well, like
And
the
it was
thing is like we didn't get any questions answered. Like, is this a devil fruit power? Is this just some weird fucking forest? I mean,
Oh
it's not
yeah.
a devil fruit power.
I don't know if you guys noticed this yet, but you see the three people that ate stuff from the forest, Luffy, Carrot, and Chopper. All of them like started to hallucinate seeing
hallucinating.
Sanji.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
But
why.
Nami didn't. Nami didn't. That was pointed out by Beck on Twitter.
Yeah, when
Right,
I was
but
reading the chapter, do a live reaction, I was like, I wonder if this is like because of the food they ate. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like it seemed that every time they were looking for Sanji or whatever, it was like you said, Luffy and those guys. So I mean,
that is an interesting point to bring up. But at the same time, why did Nami see the like second Luffy if she hadn't eaten anything?
True.
That second Luffy was probably something else, like a
yeah,
Yeah,
different
yeah.
power, like some sort of mirror devil fruit. I don't know.
yeah. And who was what was that cat thing at the end? Was that have we seen
Oh,
that
that was
character before?
yeah, yeah. You know those three characters
Yeah.
who were collecting ingredients for Big Mom. One
Yeah,
of
I
them
call
was
him
that
Puss in
rabbit.
Boots. It looked like at first it looked like a cat when we first saw him. You thought it would like be Puss in Boots or whatever.
Same.
It ended up being
Yeah.
like a bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
Oh
saw.
yeah, he is on like the big bird. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that's one of. I don't know if he's like one of the strongest in the crew or whatever because he got sent to collect ingredients, maybe. But maybe it starts here. Maybe they start getting into these battles
The thing is
because
like, well, didn't he like run away after that or no?
No, I don't know.
I think he's still around. Like they just dodged him. They dodged his attack.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
So
thing. Like, no lie, I was not impressed with none of Big Mom's subordinates in this chapter. I'm like, yo, they really got the trees, like,
But yeah,
trying
and that alligator that we saw that tried to eat them, it had like the same top hat as the alligator we saw in like the few chapters before, but I don't think it's the same one.
Yeah.
no. That's the thing. It's like it's just it was weird. It was hard to kind of comprehend everything that was going on.
Maybe it's that subordinate's dad.
And that's possible. That's possible.
Because we saw like when the one where like Big Mom is like eating the town, we saw like the subordinates at the bottom of the page like all together, and there's like an alligator that looked exactly like that one with the same top hat.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then what about that random Goldilocks, I don't know, mustache person that was in the ground? You know what I'm talking about?
the person that was buried.
That was buried. Like I like being buried. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, that person is tricky. So I think they got to. Well, I don't know though, because it's like maybe while putting their lie to them, I think that some people there is going to be truthful and honest. So maybe that's a truthful and honest person, or maybe just Sanji's sister was honest or whatever like that. But I don't think everybody where Big Mom is at is bad.
Yeah,
Do you think Putin is legit?
Nah, she definitely tried to get them killed. But I don't blame her though. You know, they are in enemy territory and in a
But-
Yankee territory at that. Luffy's too trusting.
that's
He's
the
too
thing
calm.
I'm wondering right now is that um when they said they saw someone on the island in the chapter before, they said like at the end of the chapter they said, "Oh, there's someone standing out there." Do you guys
Yep.
think that was pudding or that was
No, that was the fake Sanji. That's why this chapter. That's what kind of made it so bad was that we was expecting to see Jinbei as somebody, and instead it's just like a mirage or somebody.
That's what I was thinking, but I think
I
it
was
might.
hoping to be Jinbei. I was hoping to be Jinbei like dead. Oh.
I didn't want to see Jinbei die, but I was like, you know, maybe Jinbei with an arm.
Yeah, like if Luffy saw like Jinbei dead on the coast, bro.
Nah, bro, Jinbei's joining the crew 100%.
Nah.
You know what be crazy what I think? I think that one of the things said it'll take 10 years off your life. So like, did one of them say 40? What if Jinbei comes like 10 or 40 years older, so he's not as fast anymore, but he's a part of the crew. He's not like that durable anymore, but he's still a part of the crew.
That's possible, but
Yeah.
I mean that would make sense. 'Cause
He gets
then
some
he
gray
wouldn't,
hair and stuff.
wouldn't be a part of the monster trio, but like,
I think well, yeah, he wouldn't be a part of it, but he'll take Frankie's spot as the fourth strongest.
I mean, I already think by the time we're like past Whole Cake and Wano, it's going to be evident that Sanji and Zoro are stronger than Jinbei. So I don't think he's part of it anyway.
Well,
So,
the thing about that though, if Jinbei was to lose 10 years isn't really a lot, but we don't know how the story would play out. But remember how that guy lost 40 years and died? So
yeah.
if Jinbei loses 10 years, that's like taking a good amount of his strength away because he's getting older. And if he loses an arm, it's like nerfing him. So
It does nerf him. Yeah,
Jinbei
it
has
does.
if Jinbei has to lose an arm or lose years to be on the crew to lower his power level, then at the moment he is stronger than them, but they're just
Yeah.
switching.
the thing is, Brago, is that like, I forgot. Oh yeah. That scene where it shows Jinbei like, oh, Luffy's gonna be the Pirate King. I truly believe in him or whatever. That's just like, there's no way he's not gonna be in the crew after that.
But the thing is with Jinbei, how as a Yonko, right? And one of your subordinates comes to you and they say, I want to leave your crew. And it's not like, oh, I want to quit being a pirate or whatever. I want to leave your crew because I want to go to a rival crew because I feel like that they're stronger and he's going to become the pirate king.
Right.
Why the hell would I let you leave?
Well,
He
she
never said-
doesn't.
He
Yeah,
never said Luffy though. That was his crew. He said that.
No. Yeah, Big Mom never asked him because she said in the chapter, she's like, don't ask him for his reasons. He's an idiot or something like that. So
I think she knows though.
Wait, but didn't he say it? Didn't he say I
No,
want to
no,
go?
no, he said that to the fisherman, but he never said it to Big Mom.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
But Big Mom was already hip to it. She was like, "Don't tell me you're leaving my crew." Because I was checking out one of Zorro fanboy streams, and he made a good point. He was like, well, he was upset about it though, but he was saying that why did Jinbei F up like that? Because Jinbei could have stayed on Big Mom crew and helped Luffy, you know, like from the shadows or whatever like that, and help Luffy
Well,
then
The
leave.
thing is like, I'm sure like cut ties with like Big Mom's like okay, and like they marry together. I'm sure there's like some weird shit that like involves her devil fruit to where you have to like get her permission to leave. If that makes any sense. I don't know how to explain it.
That because like he had a good point. Jinbei shouldn't have left now. He knew Luffy was there. He could have just played it off and let Luffy escape after getting Sanji, then left the group. But I think that Big Mom could read minds, that she could she knows what's going around. So if he would have just left, or if he would have been doing sneaky stuff like that, she would have knew. and she probably would have killed him. So he had to do it the right way, like announce that he's leaving because her
But if
power.
he would just left, she probably would have taken it out on Fishman Island.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think.
You know, so you probably had to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah. That's a good
And
point.
this
No,
could be
but
all
I mean,
part of his
like,
plan. You
if
know?
he didn't leave, and if he just helped Luffy and act like he couldn't stop him and stuff like that, or he let Luffy get away or whatever, like helped out in that type of way.
I think this is the best way to do it because now if he helped Luffy get out and then he asked to leave her crew and did the wheels, she'd probably just kill him anyway. She wouldn't even get that
Yeah.
option.
It's like it's hard for me to see Jinbei coming out of this alive.
Do you guys
Like-
think there's gonna be like an ultimatum between like Big Mom makes Luffy choose between like saving Sanji or Jinbei?
Oh wow.
No.
I don't think Luffy would pick either. He's like, I'm just gonna beat you up. Like he's
Yeah.
kind of naive.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
the
This is
thing
kinda-
with Jinbei, he's an impressive character though, because he was a Shichibukai. So like, if anybody can leave Big Mom crew, it's probably Jinbei.
I don't know. Remember Kaido said the Shichibukai are like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shichibukai is
Yeah,
so
Kaido said that, but I don't think like you said that they I don't think Mihawk is as strong as Shink, but they range in power though. So like,
They
I
do
don't think
range of
it's out
power.
of everybody.
I mean, do you think Jinbei's stronger than Dofi? I don't think so.
Nah.
Do I think Jim? Like, I still go with the underwater thing. Like underwater, he's
He's
probably
not fighting nobody underwater, bro.
he might get that one fight underwater, like when it's important.
Yeah, so I was watching Sawyer's review, and he was talking about how, like, I mean, we already basically knew this, but he was talking about how, like, it's so much similar to Thriller Bark, and I'm starting to, like, really get scared that we're gonna have a situation where, like, Luffy takes a bunch of the life force from, like, all of, like, the things inside the thing, and that's how he beats Big Mom with his Gear 4th.
Oh, so some of the animals that or the things that's there, they give him his
Yeah.
life force because they just want to get out of there.
Yeah, exactly. Like how they did in Thriller Bark. Would you guys be mad if that happened? I'd be kind of mad.
I would be because this is a Yonko, and I don't want any
Yeah.
cop outs for like beating a Yonko. You know what I'm saying? I want Luffy to like become strong enough to so it's like it's if he does it, it's legit. I don't want
Right.
like
I
know
don't
what you
think
mean.
that is gonna happen because literally every arc has been like a mirror. Like it's been like a formula for that.
Yeah, like
Fishman
Sabo
Island.
showing up is just like Ace showing up.
Yeah, it's like Fishman Island was like Arlen Park, and then Dressrosa was like Alabaster. You could compare like Zoe to similarly like Jaya, because
Yeah.
they're both like interlocking arcs into like really big arcs. I guess they just skipped Skypiea and then put a Bark next. You know,
Yeah.
like, they would have skipped Enies Lobby to be honest, but
I mean, you know,
they might. Sorry, what were we saying?
Luffy, they shouldn't get out of this. Like, there's no way they should get out of this. Like,
I was reading a theory on Reddit, and I don't know if I agree with this necessarily, but I was thinking it actually kind of makes a lot of sense. They were basically just saying that the wheel isn't necessarily for Jinbei. It's supposed to like set it up for Sanji later on, and like he's gonna lose a leg and kind of like become Zeph, if that makes sense.
oh yeah, I've heard that.
It's gonna be more like Zeph.
Well, it can't be. It has to be. She said that Jinbei, you have to lose something. So I think it has to.
Oh,
be-
yeah. No, I know, but like Jinbei's just gonna roll on like 10 or something, probably, or something like that. So he only loses like 10 years lifespan or something along those lines. And then I think Sanji. Yo.
it was popping.
I
Yeah, we're going through.
No, but the theory was basically saying that like Sanji is gonna get married to Pudding or whatever, and the only way he's gonna be able to get out is by doing the wheel.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He's gonna have to repeat the will thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it depends though, because this marriage might not happen. Luffy's already on the island.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying like that's like definitely a possibility.
Yeah, I had a thought. So in one of the SBSs, I don't remember which one because I was rereading it for a video, and I saw that it mentioned one about like how Oda said that Sanji's most important leg is like his weaker foot because that's where like you plant your foot on the ground to take the power. Like
yeah.
it's not like the right foot that is the strong one; it's the planting foot. So could that be like foreshadowing that if Sanji is gonna lose a leg, it's gonna be his right leg?
I don't know. The thing is like they would have to like give him some other power up somehow if he was to lose a leg, because then he'd just be fucking useless.
Yeah, he's Black Leg Sanji. I don't think he would lose a leg. And remember, like the wedding, I don't think the wedding's gonna happen because Luffy's already there to stop it.
What if Diablo Jamba could create a literal leg, like an actual leg.
That would be
And it would make the gap even worse between Sanji and Zoro. So I don't think he's gonna lose a leg or any lives.
There is no gap.
No, there's a gap in that.
No. There's
I
no
think there
gap.
used to be a minor gap, but it got bigger after the time skip. So him
No.
losing a leg would definitely push it back.
Sanji, the gap has not been.
I'm very neutral about that. I'm not like I don't like one character more than the other. But
Yeah,
No,
he's,
no,
Wait,
no,
what do you,
no.
all right. Do you guys all think it's a gap? What do you guys think?
All right. Well, here's the thing. We can only go based off what we've seen so far, and there's nothing that like I've seen to say that Sanji is as strong as Zoro, but I still have a feeling that he's probably as strong as Zoro.
That's because we haven't seen Sanji. We haven't seen him do anything.
Yeah, I know, but he still kind of did get shit on like by like a bunch of kids.
yeah, exactly.
Even though he got shit on by Flamingo, I don't know.
Yeah, everybody got shit on by.
Did you expect him to beat Doflamingo, Fruit?
No, I didn't
What
expect it.
happened
But, like,
when Zoro fought Fujitora? Did he get washed? No.
Yeah, he got Fujitora was like, oh, this nigga's actually he can actually stand up against me.
Yeah, but Sanji and
Sanji stood up against Doflamingo for a little bit, just like Zoro did, and he was able to do it against Fujitose.
He's in the chat. We can ask him.
Zoro
I
did way
disagree,
better.
I disagree when you said that Zoro didn't get washed. He did get washed.
Did he really?
He got washed. He got
I don't know
almost.
about that.
He almost got to the center of the earth somehow, and he got
But
up.
then he got out of it, bro.
He got
He
out
got
of it.
out of it, but he still got a fucking L from it. And every time Fujitora showed up,
I
like,
don't
there was
know
like
if
a
that's an
sweat.
L.
It was like a sweat on his forehead.
That's not an L though. He got out of it.
I don't really remember what happened.
That's an L. That's an L.
When Fujitora sent him down in the ground and he came back and he sent his slash.
Just because, okay, let's say someone punch you in the face, Brago, knocks you down, you get back up, and you don't do anything afterwards.
No. So it's like I block your punch and I get sent back.
No, I'm saying you take the punch, you take it, you fall down, you get back up, but you don't do anything. You're just standing there.
That's an L.
On the ground. Then he came back with a slash to Fujitora that sent him back as well.
Yeah.
I don't see that as an L.
That's
Alright,
an
yo.
L.
When
Oh, fuck this power level discussion. I fucking hate this shit.
And plus, Fujitora wasn't even trying.
Yeah,
when
please,
Luffy bumped
no
him,
power
Zoro
scaling
wasn't trying
discussions.
either. He didn't use Ashura or nothing crazy like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think based on what we've seen so far in manga, it looks like Zoro has passed Sanji. But from what we know Sanji and Zoro is pretty much equal. So
Yeah,
they're equal.
I would have to guess that they're equal.
Does Sanji have Conqueror's Haki? I mean, not Conqueror's Haki, Armament.
Armament? I think he
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
sure he
his-
does, but it hasn't
Yeah,
been
he does.
shown.
He does.
Yeah.
Lost.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Did you guys talk about the Sanji bit already?
No, because in what's it called?
Yeah, like I said, he's the only
Fuck.
him, Zoro, and Sanji can only defeat Caesar.
Yeah. Punk Hazard. He said
And
that.
Luffy.
I was going to talk about something I saw. I was going to explain it when we were talking, bro. You said save it for the chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was basically the Sanji bit where he's got the lollipop in his mouth.
Oh god, 4 kids.
We had mentioned it earlier. The
Yeah.
4 kids shout out there.
Yeah, the 4 kids shout out. I'm thinking that is Oda just saying that because Funimation isn't giving that much money because 4 kids dub, even though they heavily dubbed One Piece, they probably paid Oda more, and Funimation basically it's on content, but they're probably paying him less.
No. Funimation is paying him more.
I'm sure at this point they're paying it more though.
Funimation they have rights to like every single anime creator, so they're definitely paying
More than back then, because back then One Piece wasn't what it is now.
Well, Funimation would make the money from like people noticing the dub and then switching over to sub. Because no one wants to switch over to sub if they just saw 4 kids dub.
No, hell no.
I did.
I didn't.
Yeah, but how old were you when you switched?
I
was 8.
Yeah, see?
I'm glad to say I never saw the 4 kids dub.
Neither did I.
I basically watched the Funimation version.
Yeah, I saw it a little bit. I didn't like it, so I stopped watching it. It was stupid. But real quick, wait. Thoughts on the opening, the new opening?
Oh, I loved it. I don't know why people hate on it.
I mean, it was pretty good, but there was like one spot where like the animation was fucking awful.
Oh, there's a lot of bad animation, but at least the Kaido shit was hype.
Yeah.
The best part was seeing.
I would say the beginning. The beginning was that good. Like the song, beginning of the song, it wasn't that much hype. Beginning when they saw the poneglyph thing, it was epic. But they focused on Robin when the poneglyphs were showering down.
That's like That's the thing. Like, I don't know how canon that shit is, but like, Jack is almost as big as Kaido. That was like kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
it looked like Jack was the same size as Kaido. I was
I
like,
don't think it's the same size. I think they're just giving you like a I would say a hype for the guy.
I
yeah,
felt like he was about the same size from the manga too. The way that they showed him, he was almost.
They are the same size.
it's not far fetched that they're the same size though. Like
I
they
don't-
look.
I don't know. Like, it makes sense now, but like the way I saw Jack and Zoe, I didn't really realize he was that big.
No, Jack
That
was
doesn't mean that
definitely.
he's power
Jack
wise.
was
Well, we don't
definitely.
need no. We have to see Jack in the anime just to see how big he is now.
No, what
He
it
was-
was? It was that chapter when he was revealed. He was just mad big. I'm like, oh
But
snap.
remember this, right? Remember how small Luffy was to what's his
Inarashi.
name? Inarashi, right?
Yeah,
And
and,
then
how
towering over Inarashi.
Yeah.
So like Jack is a pretty big dude.
Jack from Bar say is probably on par with Kaido too. Now that we know how big he is.
No, but Luffy's gear forth, like, his arms are, like, pretty, like equal size as Kaido's.
Well, the King Kong gun. That was King. that was like a King Kong punch.
He made.
Yeah, I think it was King Kong punch, but it made no
Yeah.
sense though. Like Kaido's a massive dude. How is the King Kong punch like basically like knocking knuckle to knuckle against this dude? He
Bro,
should-
that was Kaido's base punch. It looks like.
Yeah, it was just a regular punch.
Like-
No. He had hockey on when he used
did
that
he?
punch. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think
I don't
Luffy had
remember
hockey, but no, Kaido.
I mean, we don't know how fucking canon that shit is. I wouldn't.
No. He did have hockey. His arm was like black.
So, Kaido's black anyway.
The fuck does that mean?
I said Kaido is black.
That's fucking racist, bro. What the hell?
Someone left a comment saying, "Do we think that Zorro and Sanji is gonna fight Jack?" I don't think that they're gonna fight
No.
Jack only because Luffy's in Whole Cake Island, and I think Jack followed Lauren.
They had.
Zorro.
The thing is,
I don't think Jack is inside Whole Cake Island.
Look, if they're basing that question on the intro, there's no way Sanji was gonna go after Jack. It has to be Zorro or Law.
No. They're
Both
both
of them ain't fighting
they're both gonna tag team him.
No, but they're both not even next to each other though.
The thing
Zorro's
is,
with
Sanji
Zorro-
fight dudes that basically have hand-to-hand combat. Like it would be like a wrench, like for him to fight a guy with a sword, knowing that Zorro was to be fighting
but
with
they
swords.
can't show anybody else. Who else are they going to show?
Yeah, they're gonna show.
Just show the fodder, man. You saw the rest of them were
Fodder? So you got Luffy going against Kaido and then Zoro fighting Jack, Sanji fighting Fodder?
Yeah, make Sanji fight fodder because that's basically what they're making Sanji to be.
That's what I'm saying. You can't do that.
What I don't like about the intros is
Sanji's
one-
he's definitely not been made out to be fodder. He's the second strongest right now in the crew.
You mean third strongest?
It was one intro where Luffy was fighting Blackbeard. I'm like, oh snap, yeah, they gonna fight, but it never happened though. So
That was just
Yeah, that
you
could
talking
just
about
be an
the anniversary intro.
yeah, so
That's the thing. Like they show fights all the time that never happen. And
Yeah, that was just fan service. I think Kizaru, Sanji.
Yeah,
So it
Yeah,
could be
right.
foreshadowing though. Like most people are saying, it's foreshadowing.
well, yeah, it could be. Yeah.
But is Sanji stronger? Can Sanji take on Kizaru?
Yes.
Not right now.
Not right now. Hell no.
at his full potential or something like that.
Yes.
Eventually, I feel that's the fight I want to see: Sanji versus Kizaru.
Ooh.
I mean, I think that.
Ooh.
But I mean, I don't think right now Sanji's not messing with Kizaru. Not at the moment. Wait, so 8:30 though. 8:31 was meh. It was average, slightly below average, I guess.
It was terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad.
2 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So
I like it.
8:30 though. What do you guys think about 8:30 was a lot better than 8:30.
Yeah,
8:30 was amazing.
We got like Aladdin. We had what's that? Grant. What's the name?
Praline?
Praline. I was about to say Grandine for some reason.
Music Bozu, whatever.
Yeah, he missed his fairy tale. That's what.
Well, I was about to say Granny, but what do you guys think about the whole thing with Jinbei? What happened?
Jinbei's
For
dead.
sure, Brago.
Jinbei is dead.
I think Jinbei will probably lose two things in one package.
What?
What the fuck does that even mean?
It means that, but
was
basically,
that a-
like,
was
if
that
you
a
look at
reference?
the big mom picture, like in the roulette,
Yeah.
probably means that big mom is probably gonna make Junbei lose his virginity, and that's gonna break his mindset. two things. Two
Oh, so that's how she has her kids.
Did your uncle do that to you or something?
What?
we I don't know what he's talking about, bro.
I think Jinbei's gonna
I
lose.
think that maybe that happened to you.
What the?
What are you
Hey,
talking
come
about?
on, man. Come on, man. Don't say some stuff like that.
I think
What?
Jinbei's gonna lose 10 years of his life.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get 10 years.
Yeah, I think he gets
Because I
something
was
taken
just
away.
thinking, like, if he gets an arm taken away, he's not Shanks. He doesn't fight with a sword. That would be too handicapping for him. I don't want to hear every fight. Man, if I still have my arm, he's getting beat up.
I want him to
Yeah.
lose a leg. I
And
want
him
him to lose
losing
a
the
leg.
leg is super, like, putting him at a handicap. But him just losing 10 years will make him a little bit slower, a little bit weaker, but he could still,
Or it could be like one of those things where like he gets like, cause that fucking thing, it looks like a piece of candy. So what if he gets like turned into a piece of candy and then like Luffy has to like knock Big Mom out to like revert him back to his normal form?
I can see Jinbei losing 10 years and being like, I gotta finish this fight quickly. I don't have the type of stamina I used to. That's not completely making him useless. Him just losing 10 years.
How old is Jinbei now? 40 something?
He's like
Yeah.
50, right? No,
50 something.
40,
I don't know. Let me look
47,
it up.
something like that,
I'm
46.
thinking 46. That's the number that's in my head right now. I don't
Yeah, me
know.
too.
Which chapter did they have those black stuff guys that looked
Yeah,
like
he's
the
46.
gingerbread men? Like there was these black.
Oh,
dudes.
yeah. The
Was it
black
just-
blobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just this chapter or last chapter.
Yeah, it was the
Didn't
one
they
we're
look
talking
like
about.
when I
Yeah,
saw it, I thought about the when we saw the anime for Gore and Mary, like
Yeah.
the life force for the Gore and Mary.
Yeah. You mean the okay? What's it called?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
Like
about.
something like that. I forgot.
I forgot what the fuck it was, but they look just like that. So do you think that's something like Big Mom kind of like? I don't know because it said it was like a myth.
I don't know. I read it a different way. I thought that I read the guy saying, you guys stay here and don't move for a second or something like that. But then,
No, he said like don't waste a second. Like it
yeah,
really
like it was that guy.
don't waste a second. Like as if is this life force lingering around? Like they can bring him
Yeah.
back.
Like maybe you can use it if it's
Yeah,
later
like his life force, like the 40 years was just floating around, and they're like, don't leave a single second or whatever like that. But I did read it.
No, he definitely lost 50 or 40 years off his life.
Yeah,
You were saying like someone's like left over, like when Big Mom took it out of him, like they
Like
didn't
it was
keep all
floating
the
around.
episode. It had
he's
seconds laying
definitely
around.
dead, but they
Nah,
could put it into an
Yeah,
object.
the thing is like it's manga panda I'm looking at right now, so it might not be the correct translation, but that like the way they worded it couldn't mean that. It says, do not leave for even a single second. That's
Yeah, see, that's the one that I was talking about that I read. Like, where they was telling them, don't move. But on the other site, it says don't leave a single second. Like it was life force and take
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, it's the
Let
same.
me look at the viz. What chapter was that?
Why are we going
But-
off of this?
It kind of looks like they're kind of foreshadowing somewhat Naruto basically when they're gathering the chocolate beast.
Hey.
Some way, shape, or form. Where if someone's gonna die, if you can get the chocolate tail beast, like it's on that almost on that level.
I think that now that Naruto's over, Oda's really showing how much of a fan he was of it. Because first we had Raizo, now we just have the tail beast thing. I mean,
I mean, showing homage.
I actually like that. Because it's two of the biggest mangaka, and one of them's actually taking inspiration from one. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's respect. That's respect. I mean, for a while it felt like they didn't really like each other, but now it's showing that they actually did.
Wait, so some guy said in the chat that the number 100 was on the board. Could it be he won't be able to use certain abilities for 100 days?
Nah, I think 100 is 100 years off his life. And he's
Yeah,
gonna
that's the thing. That's what I thought too. But at the same time, like, just like doesn't really make sense.
100 years, then you might as well just kill him.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I know, but it's one of those things where, like, either way, you're effed or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Like, if you get 40, that might kill you. You get 100, that's definitely killing you. Like, just one of those type of things.
But how long does the fish man live? Like, do we know?
Probably. Yeah.
You know that Fisher
100
Tucker,
years.
He was alive. No, it wasn't 5. Come on, bro. He was alive for like 200.
Yeah, it's turtles that could be like 150. So I don't know, but
So
I would say
is
140.
Dr. Kureha like over 100 years old?
Yeah.
No.
No, she's 140.
Not over 100 years old.
She is. She's 142.
No, she's
Yes,
not.
she is. 142.
I'll check.
No. Good luck with that.
Which one? Is she 100? I remember
She's
one of her.
142.
She had like a number on her shirt or something.
Oh, sorry, she's 141.
I
Yeah.
told you she was 142.
Fucking
Yeah,
troll.
141 post time skip. So if you took 100 years off of her life, it wouldn't really matter. Well, if you had done it when she was younger, who knows how old you can live to
Yeah,
be in
that's
One
the
Piece.
thing.
No,
What
you do
does
know.
it
The
to a
life
young
expectancy is
person?
140. The life expectancy is 140.
Oh, in One Piece they say, or not in One Piece, in that fucking thing they kept hyping up about how like how do you live so long or whatever. She said she would never tell anyone, so she's definitely like a freak. It's not like
He definitely has a
No,
thirst.
no, no, no. Look it up. Look up the life expectancy in One Piece. It's 140 years old.
Remember when?
yeah, but like if you rewatch that arc, they always start talking about like what's your secret to living so long.
She doesn't even say. She just
Yeah, she always just keeps fucking drinking and shit. Fucking alcoholic.
yeah, because she always mentioned it, but she doesn't say anything. She just you want to know the secret to my eternal youth?
Yeah.
She just drinks a bottle. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe it's drinking.
Yeah.
We
Maybe
know,
she's drinking of alcohol.
we know that Whitebeard drunk a lot, and he lived to be over 200 years old and survived with all those bullet wounds.
Why may have gotten like a liver cancer or something?
So 200 years old though.
Was that how old he was? Somewhere around
70 something.
72,
72?
I think.
No,
Yes.
I'm talking about in our world though, not in One Piece world. In our world.
In our world, he was what, 200 years old. I'm trying to find this actual translation of that second thing.
Also, we have to wait. Are you talking about that life retreat thing?
Yeah.
Because that was a question mark. That wasn't a second.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a question mark.
Yeah. It was a question mark. When we pulled it up, it was a question mark for sure. I'm talking about like the translation for like were they dropping time? Like
Yeah,
was time thrown around or was it?
8:30, and it's like it's right before we see Big Mom. Page 8, if that helps.
Yeah. Shit. They just changed up the site, so it's like fucking. They just moved everything around. I don't know.
Oh yeah, guys. I reread like all of this arc, the one that we're in, and do you remember the panel where like Sanji said, "Listen carefully, these hands of mine, they only exist to make food for my friends."
Yeah.
Yeah, like that right hand was kind of like re-emphasized in that panel. So could that like link some way to like the roulette with losing
Lose one
limbs?
of his hands. It's
Yeah, lose
possible.
like his right hand. And then like people say like, oh, but that's gonna put him lower than Zorro. But like,
No,
yeah,
that
like,
wouldn't change his fighting skills, but it would kind of be fucked up for his character because he wouldn't really be able to cook that well.
Yeah, but what about like Frankie? He could like build an
Yeah,
arm
you
for
give
him.
him a mechanical arm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Give him mechanical.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
yeah. Losing an arm wouldn't
He's
like
not.
it wouldn't
He's
fuck
not
up his
that
power.
tied to Big Mom.
If he gets a mechanical arm, he becomes Guts.
He doesn't even want to do that.
Hey, come on now.
Yeah, spoiler alert, bro.
No, not even that. We don't talk about a series with that. You know, the anime just released, and it was by far one of the worst things that I ever seen in my life.
It
So,
looks
Wait,
terrible.
is it worse than Kingdom?
No.
Kingdom,
No.
Kingdom was good. I don't
It's
know
not
what
worse
you're
than
talking
Kingdom.
about.
The anime?
The Kingdom
Yeah,
anime?
The Kingdom anime was fire.
Yeah,
Nah, you tried.
What the fuck? No.
KYS.
It's not that bad, but it's bad. It's like it loses its like luster. Like I'm like, yo, what is this? I mean, it's cool because it's Guts, but I'm like,
Wait, are you talking about the Berserk anime or the Berserk manga?
the anime.
No, I'm
Both,
talking about
both.
Manga. The manga is good.
No. We're talking about both. He said that the manga loses luster later on down
No, the
after
anime.
the. Oh no.
The anime. I'm
no.
gonna watch it today.
Brago doesn't read the manga. I've been trying to make him read the manga. He doesn't want to do it.
Oh.
Nah, I
Hey,
mean,
hold up. Back to the chapter. Do you guys think fucking Pedro is like?
No.
Yeah,
No,
I fuck-
He's not a traitor.
Yeah, I hate when people say that shit. They're like taking shit to like the next level, trying to find like every single thing that he says.
It's
Like,
not
oh shit,
Yeah,
hella
Putting
suspect.
evil too, apparently. Putting
I think he
evil
might be a
Pedro
traitor.
evil.
it's more like they're repeating somebody else's shit. Like I've seen a bunch of reviews who are on that make traitor shit. They're still going about it.
No, yeah, it's like the thing like
I think he's sketchy because I still think that he's working for Kaido.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Everyone made that theory, and since they don't want their theory to be wrong, they're just like going along with it forever.
No, I'm not like I never made it into a theory. That's just
No,
what I
I know.
felt.
I'm just saying, like that's like a popular theory that.
If it's wrong, it's wrong. But the reason why I think because at first people were saying that he's definitely a spy, but they was like he's a spy for Big Mom. But he wanted to attack Big Mom soldiers so many different times, even put in, so it can be for Big Mom. Somebody said that it could be for Black Bear, but I doubt it at this point. But I think that he's a spy for Kaido, and one of the other reasons why I think that he's still a spy because you see how Puddin lied to them and like she put them in a bad situation. Nami kept saying that Pedro, how did you know this person? Pedro, why are you keeping that a secret? Pedro, you should have told us you came here already. Like she was really getting on him about it. Like she doesn't trust him at all. So I don't think that was no reason.
Puddin did not lie to her though.
I think that that's like foreshadowing that he's a spy and he's gonna turn on him because Nami was hip to it, and she seems to be hip to everything about like don't split up Luffy. That's not really Sanji. She seems to be on point. Out of everybody there.
Do you think
Nami also said they couldn't trust Robin, and then she would give him a bag of gold, and she trusted him. I mean, Nami's not the best story.
No, but so far in this arc though, he's been the brains with Luffy's crew.
The thing is, I thought Pedro, like, I had like a little bit of my brain was telling me maybe he might be a traitor because he was like trying to like go on a solo mission. But since he brought Brook with him, like, there's no reason for him to like.
But come on, if something was to happen, he could use Brook and like knock him out or whatever. Like
get fraud on him.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't really make sense from knocking Brook out. Like if you could crack his skull, his soul just come out. Like you won't.
No, but you get what I'm saying. Like he doesn't have to kill Brook, but he can take Brook with him, use him because his powers.
Brook's already dead for him to kill him.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's not like he took. Like it's not like he went with Luffy or like he went with somebody who's dangerous or whatever like that. Pedro's strong.
That doesn't make sense.
Nah, it's like in the Soul Society arc in Bleach when those I forget what characters they were, but they're like running together and then like fuck, never mind.
Don't reference a series that's almost over, please.
Bleach, oh man.
They're probably going to end in a rusted garbage mess.
Hey, I didn't say it's garbage.
And
The ending's probably going to be garbage. It's probably going to be done in like a span of like 20 chapters.
Some people are saying that it's gonna be like 700 for just like Naruto.
Which is retarded, but.
Nah, I stopped reading Bleach.
Hey, what the? Come on, man! You can't stop reading.
Wait, hold on, we
I
need
stopped
to.
after what's her name died. What's that robot chick?
Oh God, I know her name. What's her name?
I forgot her name.
Almeida.
Holy shit, Kevin Durant's about to join the Clippers.
No.
No. You think Kevin Durant's going to the Clippers and good luck with that.
There's no way he's going to the Clippers.
Well, Kevin Durant said he was blown away by the Clippers presentation, so I don't know.
Nigga, of course, he has respect. You're not
Oh,
gonna
Nemu. Yeah. After Nemu died, I stopped reading.
Why?
Just wasn't fit.
Was that your favorite character or something?
Nah, I didn't even remember her fucking name.
You were one of my favorite characters, did you catch my
Wasn't she the one you used as a background for your Twitter page?
No, that's Mikasa. That's Mikasa's ass on my Twitter.
Can you remove that?
Why? I said Kevin Durant's going to the Lakers. Stop this.
Kevin Durant goes to the Lakers.
He's definitely
Could
going
Zorro
to
and
the
Sanji together beat Luffy or Law?
Maybe Law. I don't know about Luffy in Gear 4.
What? Zoro and Sanji versus Luffy, they're beating him.
In Gear 4, do you think he could take on Gear 4 and win?
Yeah.
Somebody said Pedro's a traitor but doesn't rat out Raizu. Seems, but like the thing about that is that at the same time, while he didn't rat out Raizu or whatever like that, Jack wasn't leaving because he had legit information that this guy's definitely here or whatever like that. So it's still bad because Jack wasn't leaving the island. He only left because of Dofi.
He's also that's a situation with his home. Like that could have been like maybe a line he wouldn't cross.
You guys think that reflection is the actual Devil Fruit user or just a power?
Power.
Hopefully it's a Devil Fruit user.
I think it has to be the Devil Fruit user.
Because
Otherwise,
underrated, I believe. You said you don't like to reference anime because that too is another reference to Naruto. If you see it, the old reflection thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where you have to like get stronger mid.
I'm telling you, like Oda, he's a big fan of Naruto.
Yeah, I can actually see that being.
a fight with himself.
Maybe
I
he
think-
should start making videos saying that One Piece ripped off Naruto.
Whoever said that.
It's coming. But nah, if it's a fruit like that, maybe everything is backwards. So if like when you're fighting this person,
Well, it is. It's not. Chopper pointed that out.
right? But it's like when you're fighting them, like left is right, right is left. So even if you're going at them, it's like you have to figure that out mid-fight.
I'm mostly retarded, crazy.
So someone has the Mirage Fruit or something?
Something
Yeah,
like that.
You think it's
Yeah,
that
some-
rabbit, or you think it's just?
Something
It
that
could be
makes
rabbit.
them like what's his name? The guy with like the guy that does the barriers.
Bartolomeo?
Barto?
Yeah, like a defensive fighter because he just mirages and stuff like that.
Yeah, it could be like that.
Like a
Mirage
stalker
would
or something.
But yeah, but it's like you can use it to your advantage because it's gonna take a while to figure it out, you know.
Yeah, exactly. A bit more dangerous.
Like, it kind of threw me off though. The guy on the what was it? Doflamingo bird. I thought he was a small dude, like a tontaro. It turns out it was a rabbit though.
Yeah, I thought it was a cat at first.
Excuse me?
You're talking about the flamingo person.
Did you say that you thought the rabbit was a tontaro?
Yeah, I thought it was a tontaro because the way they made it out in the when you saw it the first time when they were gathering the food,
okay, the
you couldn't
first
really tell what it was.
No. I
I didn't think about Tontada. I thought it was a cat though.
Because
I
it was
thought-
really
it wasn't
human size, it was small, so you couldn't really tell what it was.
Zorro of the Mist. Yo, I remember when like people thought that Jack wasn't like.
A female? No, that's Rizo, I believe.
Yeah, people thought Roger was a chick.
Yeah, they thought Rizo was a she.
People also think Green Bull is a she, which she isn't because it's in One Piece and all the strong characters are male.
That's not true.
Why can't the animal be a female?
There are,
Yeah,
there are only two strong
Come
females.
on, man.
Big
You
Mom
can't
and
say stuff
Hancock.
like that, dude.
It would go against the typical trend of One Piece if it was a.
It's also a shonen. I mean, but it's aimed towards a male demographic.
But yeah,
what
at
do
the
you
same time,
say about
Hancock was pretty deadly.
what do you
You
say
always
about
consider that
Suru?
Oda
Suru.
doesn't show men fight women. Almost he
He's
rarely
cool,
does.
but I want to see her fight somebody and watch them out, who's not just fodder or something like that.
No, but I feel he seems to not want to show a man beat up a woman or something. He doesn't really show like women
He
and men
already
fighting.
showed that with Zorro and Monet.
They said Big Mom is stronger than all the admirals.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that for everybody but Akainu. I disagree. I think.
No.
Did you guys talk about the previous chapter where there was a person that had a spear on their back? So you talked about that one?
You talking about the Nami thing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
What the
honest.
hell was that?
If anybody didn't know that was Nami, then they should drop One Piece.
Yeah, I mean, like most people are saying, like it was some other dude, that sneaked
That
down
was
on the
a
boat.
woman. I am sorry.
I'm like, really? Like
That's-
it's
That was the
basically
most
Nami.
disgusting thing I ever saw.
I'm like, there's nobody that's gonna like just sneak on the ship, just be chilling in the back. I'm like, that's. I thought it was.
I heard
Also,
somebody told me
while
it was Pedro. I'm
while
not
we're
even
on that
kidding.
topic, I was watching King of Lightning's review, and he was like, "Who is the guy with the sword?"
I'm like,
I
fucking Nami.
I didn't know there was a dude like that until I had to watch Sawyer's review, and when I looked back, I'm like, yo, there's someone there. So I had to compare that page and the page before when they were melting the sea. And if you look at the page afterwards, like they all got bandages and they got cuts, like bandage and band-aids on their faces. And Nami, that person in the back is the only one that's wearing armor. So it is Nami because Nami doesn't like to get, she doesn't want to cut her sexy body apart, though. So you'll be checking that
sexy body.
It's obvious.
It's obvious, man. Like, you remember Fishman Island where they were gonna get the 100,000 pirates and like Holy Joe's like, yo, I got 100,000 boys. They're gonna kill you all. And she's like, yo, bring it on, man. And she's got like a pyramid. Sanji, Zorro, and Usopp. You're like, what the fuck? Why are you hiding behind us? He got the soul part when they're getting chased by a sheep. Said she's gonna fall. She somehow grabs Brook, and basically uses him as a cushion.
Yeah, Nami only lets her body really get destroyed if she actually has to.
And
But you think what, twice? Nami has actually only gotten severely injured like 3 times in this damn series.
I'm trying to remember the times.
Because her 2 fights with Miss Double Finger.
Yeah.
Miss Double Finger.
Well, you do remember the first time she met Luffy, right? where she basically sent Luffy to fight these two guys, knowing that they might have beaten Luffy, but Luffy beat them in return, and she teamed up with him. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you think when she lied straight to his face?
yeah, or the fact that I believe she was fighting someone and she left Usopp to fight them.
Well, no, but not that. At that point in time, you gotta give her credit. She really couldn't have fought them.
Wait, do we need another girl on the crew?
I think we do.
If
Because
she's
this
strong,
is like,
Karen's gonna
in
join,
the real
obviously.
world, I would assume these girls are being like sexually abused.
I don't want Carrot to join because I feel like she's kind of weak. But if you can get
Carrot, I know, Carrot for Straw Hat.
Really?
I think Carrot should join the crew.
No, because
Jinbei is
if you
what
look
we-
at it, like her
like,
job is
Remember,
basically-
Oda said there would be 2 more Straw Hats, and they would join right after one another.
If you look at the Straw Hats themselves on the ship, like what does everyone do on the ship? Like most people don't have a specific job they do. So she's
Bro, Jinbei's joining the crew 100%.
No, I'm not saying Jinbei. I think it will be Jinbei and Carrot because he said they would join together.
You need people like Jinbei and like Peckums. Like the thing with Peckums, they said that Oda said that one of the people who joins will be a former enemy, and Peckums was a former enemy.
No, but Jinbei also could technically be considered an enemy.
But not really though, because
He was a warlord.
he was friends
Warlords
with
are the enemies of pirates that are not allied with the government.
no, but Jinbei was friends with Ace. He was never really Luffy's enemy though.
No, but he was
But
a warlord.
Peckums was definitely
And the
Luffy's.
warlords are technically his enemy.
No. Stop it.
Because Mihawk is not their enemy either. Not every Shishibukai is their enemy.
One of the people on the crew wants to kill Mihawk.
That doesn't mean it's an enemy.
Who? Zorro? That's Zorro's teacher now.
Yeah, so we had no. I hate that assumption. Was it ever confirmed Zorro?
Not like that's his master now, but that's Zorro teacher. Zorro was like, yo, anything is stronger. I'm not trying to die in the new world. Mihawk, don't do me like this. Train me. He was like,
They're basically brothers at this point.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to kill him. Probably just defeat him.
But he still wants to kick his ass.
Yeah, I don't know about the whole enemy. Like, was that in an SBS or something?
yeah, they said that that Oda said that one of the people who joined the crew will be a former enemy.
Where did he say this? Because
Didn't Buggy do a video like debunking this shit or something like that? That it was just a rumor?
Yeah, he's definitely.
It's just a rumor. No, that's because that whole thing happened back in Water 7 when Frankie was an enemy.
Oh, I see. Frankie's the enemy, then Brooke. I see.
Yo, you guys, when it comes to the mink, do you guys, you think they have instinctively have hockey? Like,
Yeah.
specifically observation, since
Observation
they're
is
animals,
natural for them.
animals
Oh, yeah.
have sixth sense.
yep,
I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I think I brought up a theory one time. It's not mine, it was someone else's, but like there's 6 moons in One Piece, and what if like when each moon hits like their peak, the minks get different sort of like abilities. Like one moon could give them haki, one of them could like make them go mad. You know, there's a bunch of
So
different.
basically, they turn into great apes from Dragon Ball.
And that could. Yeah. I got you cooking parrot.
Yeah, that part was glossed over though.
Minks are all Saiyans.
Somebody said Carrot is
Science.
because the Zorro
The way to correct you is science.
Carrot is strong.
because when she crossed paths with Zorro at first. That's true, but I don't want it to be one of those things where that was just a moment, and then every other fight we have with her, she's not doing too good.
I don't know. She just dodged Zorro. I mean, the
Yeah,
thing
that
is,
could
Zorro
be-
didn't expect her to jump that high, and she attacked him. I mean, we all know if she continued, what would have happened?
Yeah, she would have got a first win over a Straw Hat.
But Peckham's impressed me when he punched that Logia person, the mud Logia person, with just one punch, and knocked him out.
If this girl beats Zorro, does that mean automatically Zorro gets kicked out?
No.
Yes. If Carrot beats you,
If she had one shot Zorro, would that mean Zorro just after you leave the crew, man? You got one
Wow.
shot.
Zorro would have killed herself.
yeah, Zorro. Like, if she had
Wait, why are you saying he would have killed her?
Because he said he's not losing to no one ever again. So
But
I don't think he meant that to that level of literally.
I'm not
lost
100% serious, but I'm just saying though.
He lost to Fuchitosif already, so.
Nah, that didn't count, and that wasn't a proof.
You know, Zorro has lost.
No, but
Zorro
the
broke
thing
that
that I'm saying
promise
about-
like immediately.
What I say about the Fujitoro fight though was that when Luffy fought him, he was like, "Yo, tag me in," and he wanted to fight. So it's like he's not
He
intimidated.
definitely wanted a piece of Fujitora.
That
He
don't
actually
matter.
gets to
Jack
fight.
wanted to
He
serve
could've beaten
those
him.
admirals. And look at what
That could be
happened.
foreshadowing a
though-
fight against Fujitora in the future.
Fighting Fujitora is definitely like that would be a problem. Dealing with that gravity, with all that he can do. Like
No, that's the thing. Gravity, that's almost like what pain power was. That's some godly power they gave Fujitora. You got gravity, what?
There's a guy in the chat that just put a number on Pedro's bounty, and that's one thing I was gonna bring up. Like, how much is Pedro's bounty? Is it
I would say
small
maybe like 30
or
million.
big one?
it's 3/3. What are you talking about, Pedro?
Pedro's bounty.
It's probably comparable
I
to
think
Peck.
Pedro's unknown. He's
It was
like,
20 it was
low.
20 grand.
Because, Peckham was on Big Mom Crew and stuff like that. Pedro stopped being a pirate earlier. What he's saying is true.
Yeah, so probably close to it. Probably 300.
It was 20 grand.
Hey guys, I got a theory for you. I'm gonna try to shorten it down. So it talks about like the similarities between this arc and Thriller Bark. So, I mean, we already know that there's like a lot of similarities with like Big Mom steals lives and reanimates them. Gecko Moria like steals shadows and reanimates them, and like Moria's palace is in the center of the island, so it's Big Mom's. There's a lot of more
Are you
similarities.
saying this arc is a rehash?
No, it's not a rehash.
No,
but
but it's the same thing as Dressrosa. It's a very similar concept.
we can use like what happened as like foreshadowing to what could happen in the future of this arc. So Jinbei will join like Brook did. The arc fight will be against both Germa 66 and Big Mom. Sanji will fight his father, similar to how Zorro fought Ryuma. Oh, because if you look at have you guys seen like the one shot Oda drew that
Yeah.
had like Ryuma in it? Yeah, it looks
Saying
like
Ryuma is Zoro's dad.
Yeah, not
that's
Zoro's dad, but someone similar to that, like a grandfather or a descendant.
Okay.
No. Ryuma's definitely not related to Zoro.
Well, if you look at the one shot, they look very similar.
I would know about
Yeah,
Ryuma.
that's how Oda draws his people. Like, you
Yeah.
always find similarities in people like that. Yeah, Viola basically looks like not Robin.
The Ryuma though, like even the hairstyle looks just like Zoro.
Yeah, I mean,
Other than the ponytail or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like
Alright,
Zoro.
well, Luffy and fake Luffy look the same. So are those two related?
Ooh,
Luffy and that fake Luffy back in Sabaody. Yeah, haha, I'm the straw
they
hat.
don't look anything.
Oh, you mean Demalo Black? Demalo Black or something like that?
Fat
Something
boy.
like that.
We just call him Fat Boy around here.
Demaro Black. Fat Luffy. Nah. I mean, it could be something there with the Ryuma and Zoro thing. I don't think it's his dad, but maybe
I've got more. Okay, so an obvious one is that Pudding will not marry Sanji, and that she'll just like pop up every now and then, similar to Perona. I think there was another thing that was mentioned that Big Mom. Oh, this is the one I don't like, but it probably will happen. That everyone is going to fight Big Mom in like a lengthy battle to defeat her. Like everyone versus.
Luffy's gonna steal all the life force from all the cupcakes, like I said, and fucking kill her.
It could be. I mean,
You do realize that if this stuff happens, this is basically Thriller Bark, dude.
Yeah, that's what Alabaster was. I mean, Alabaster and Dressrosa.
yeah, print that. Country taking over by a warlord. Country taking over by a
Part 2 is
warlord.
basically rehashes, man. Basically
Jack
rehashes.
Roach,
Part
no,
one.
that's the thing.
Rehashing.
Crocodile and Doflamingo essentially have the same adapted goal. The only difference was Doflamingo succeeded in taking over Dressrosa. Crocodile failed. Doflamingo is just a better version of Crocodile.
Yeah. And if you look closer between Doflamingo and Crocodile's crew, you'll see there are similarities, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Devil Fruit users.
Well, then, no. Crocodile had a better crew. Let's be honest here.
What?
Crocodile didn't have a better crew, man. The majority was just fodder.
Them billionaire people was
Yes, but at least the ones that weren't father were cool. Like Pika, Zorro had an epic fight with Mr. One. This just rotated just like one shot.
Let me see. Doflamingo's crew versus Crocodile's crew, probably.
And kind of like how likable they were and enjoyable.
Well, yeah, Mr. One is not beating Pika though, so Dofi's crew.
No, but Zorro versus Mr. One was a much better fight.
Yeah, they have better fights.
So which fight is better? The Crocodile, the Straw Hats versus the Crocodile crew, or Doflamingo's crew?
Oh, Straw Hat versus the Crocodile crew had that.
Yeah, that was the better fights.
Yeah.
Because the other ones are they're too quick. The ones with
Luffy fight with Crocodile was amazing. Then you have Chopper and Usopp versus. Those are the only two I don't remember Who
Oh,
did they
Mr.
fight?
3 and Miss Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
No,
Mr.
I think
Mr.
that
Three.
one was a joke, just like the sugar thing. Like it was basically Usopp getting slammed.
Yeah.
No, but
that
it was
definitely
still
wasn't-
it still had a
that was
really
not a
big
joke.
moment.
Wait, what are we talking about right now?
I don't even know.
Doflamingo's crew, the fights versus Crocodile's crew, the fights.
Oh.
Yeah. I think probably Crocodile's crew was more.
Yeah.
Those were some of the best fights in the series.
Yeah, I like that more. I mean, I liked a few members of Doflamingo's crew, like, well, one,
Pika was fodder.
Virgo.
Ray.
Yeah.
The thing
Yeah,
bad about
Virgo-
it is,
Virgo was sick.
Virgo
Virgo
was my
was-
character with the best part of Retro Stuff.
I really
Well,
don't,
no,
I
Vice
don't
Admiral level.
understand what was going inside Oda's head by making Pika swim around Dressrosa. Why the fuck? I mean, what the fuck was that for?
But I mean, what's his name was cool. What's his name?
Monet?
Frankie.
Baby Five?
No.
Senior
Let's
Pink?
baby. Let's baby.
You
Senior
mean
Pink.
what's his
Senor
name? Buffalo?
Senor Pink.
Oh, Senor Pink.
Yeah. I
but,
like Senor Pink.
going back to
Senior
what
Pink was fucking amazing.
what Usopp said about like the similarities. If they actually do fight against Big Mom and the Vince Smokes, I don't know that they don't have enough strength there to do.
They
it.
should
Like,
take a major L there. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way.
Oh, wait,
Unless they
I got two
ally
more similarities.
with them Smoke.
Okay,
I would
Yeah,
say
that's the only way they get out of there if the Vince Morse ally with them because
Or if they could ally with Big Mom to take down the Vince Smoke.
if I was to guess how strong how Sanji's dad is, I would say he's probably like as strong as Marco, like a top Yonko subordinate.
I mean, yeah, some people say Yonko level, which I think only when Yonko and like maybe Dragon are Yonko level, and maybe not even Dragon. Like I feel like the Yonko are both people that are Yonko level.
I don't know about that because I
Like
feel
there's
like
a reason there's only four of them.
there
Well,
are
hold on.
pirates out
When
there.
even though Dragon lost to Blackbeard, they
What?
didn't say that.
Well, we had no confirmation he lost.
Yeah,
He
come on,
definitely
man.
lost the fight. We don't know
I
that.
think he
I don't
just
think
went
they
with his left.
I don't think they even engaged, bro. I don't think
I
they.
think Dragon was just like fuck
No, but
off.
they said that they did. They said that he fought
And
Well,
Recruit
They
said
didn't
they
fight
fought
anything. They
Blackbeard.
just said that the base was
but then they
destroyed.
battled CP0.
And that they said the base was destroyed and that the Blackbeard pirates basically fought against the CP0.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think Dragon was even there.
And
If you wanna base it on King of Lightning, remember King of Lightning has said it himself. He's biased when it comes to the Blackbeard versus Dragon thing.
Also, don't ever base it off somebody who didn't know that was Nami.
no, I'm not basing off of that. I remember looking at it and they said that they had Sabo's picture, Dragon's picture, and they said that they
Yeah,
lost.
but these guys they're the number two.
Of course, you
Of course
can
they're
say
gonna have
that.
their pictures.
Of course, you could say that they didn't fight. They didn't fight to the death or whatever the case is, but they lost the battle and then they dipped. But
I don't think they were losing.
I think they just before the battle. I think they had decided it would be a bad strategic move to engage in that fight, so they just left.
I was actually saying that because like I don't believe that Burgess could have just snuck on the ship as easily as he did and could have hung around without nobody even knowing. So I
I'm
felt
sure
like,
they knew. Yeah.
yeah, so I felt like Dragon knew that he was there and they just didn't need the base no more for whatever reason. I guess
I don't think they fought. It's like that's why I feel like they left before any of that happened, and they probably even called like CP0 and tipped them off and all that stuff for them to engage the Blackbeard pirates. I don't think they fought Dragon. No.
Dragon seems to be smarter than that to engage with a
yeah.
Yonko. I mean, I honestly do not think Dragon is strong enough to go up against the Yonko's
I think
crew with Bruce Force.
even though this is not
He may be strong enough, but I don't think the Revolutionary Army had that many people that are on that level. I feel like half of the members will get slaughtered.
I think they definitely do.
like
I'ma
I
call
don't
me
know
on my
if
phone
they're
last
backup
week.
team, but I feel like if they
That's
backup
why
team,
haven't they taken down the government? One Yonko nearly took out the entire Navy. If
All right,
That's
hold
not-
on,
no,
but
no,
check
no,
this out.
no,
levels
that's
the
not
most
the entire
they can
Navy.
beat the government.
Dragon's trying to take out the entire Navy as it is, so like it's no
No.
difference.
One Yonko did not almost take out the entire Navy.
But
So,
that's
what the
Dragon
fuck
does.
was Marine
He's
for?
opposing the world government.
Hmm?
I said Dragon is directly opposing the world government, so he's doing what Whitebeard does every day. Not really.
Yeah,
though, but-
Dragon knows like a full scale war against the Marines. Like that's
Isn't that what Whitebeard did though? Didn't he go to like a full scale war against the Marines?
No, he did not.
No, because yeah, they had a bunch of people like the Shichibukais and like with a lot of health still and stuff like chilling.
Well, the thing is, like, people were chilling. Like the Marines, like, I don't know how
Dark. didn't even wasn't really trying and all of that.
I never understood any of that. Like, the Admiral didn't think to give a shit whether
Like,
or not
yeah.
they died or not. The only
That's what I'm
person
saying.
who tried was Kaido.
That's what
And
I'm
he
saying.
only tried during his fight with Whitebeard, because then he was terrified.
Yeah, like I said, it goes
Like,
to
he was like, if I don't try, I'm gonna die. Whitebeard gonna fucking kill me.
I think Dragon is dangerous because even though Smoke is not a Yonko, when Smoker was talking junk about Luffy, like you don't live up to
Hey,
your
yo, what's good, guys?
What's up?
Hey,
Hey!
What's popping, bro?
Not a whole lot. Can't stay too long. I'm going to the movies here pretty soon. In about an hour.
Damn, I haven't talked to this man.
You
in,
going
like,
with
fucking 6
some? You
months.
going with some hoes?
Nah, I'm just gonna bro. Just go with my cousin though.
That's what's up. Because he could have
how you
lied.
been,
and said,
though, man?
yeah.
Yo, what are you gonna go see?
I
Hey,
wanted to
Brad,
go see
wait,
Finding
wait,
Dory,
wait.
though,
Aw, come on, man.
but I was gonna see Tarzan.
Oh,
Come on,
Tarzan?
man.
I heard that was alright.
I was gonna see The Purge, but it started raining.
Yeah, go see that. Go see
I want to
that.
go see Now You See Me too, actually.
Well, I
on,
get
man.
to see this shit for free, so because my cousin works up at the Alamo Draft House, so.
Wait, why don't you just finesse more tickets?
Except for
Oh, hold up, don't talk about that too much. That movie theater's in the chat.
Is it?
I seen the username.
Everyone's saying go watch Finding Dory.
I want to check that shit out. I wanted to go see it, but
You kid.
Finding Dora.
hey, bro, fucking Finding Nemo was a shit.
Nah, yeah, that was a good movie, no lie.
Hold
Yeah, I'm
on,
gonna
what
go
is
watch
that animal that Bonnie is riding? Is that an ostrich or a flamingo or what the hell is that?
It's a
It looks more like an ostrich, though.
That's not an ostrich.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
It's a fucking emu. That's what it is.
What are you talking about?
The animal that the bunny's riding on page 18.
Emu.
Is it a pelican?
It looks like
an ostrich with the legs, but
Yeah,
because the
flamingo.
it's long, it could,
I really wouldn't doubt it's a hybrid or something. Honestly.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it could be a hybrid, knowing that it's one piece. Or
it looks like a crane.
Yeah, it could be a
Crane
crane and a crane and a fucking ostrich at the same time.
I don't know. I'm gonna pull up
Finding
Manga
Dory.
stream real quick.
It's either a crane or a flamingo. That's
Yeah, it's definitely a crane.
Yeah, I think
I'm
we're
looking
all
at it.
thinking of Flamingo today.
Hey, flamingo, Doflamingo. I don't know.
That's the reason I'm saying we're sick of them.
Come on, bro. Don't say that again.
It doesn't matter what type of bird it is.
Yeah, David, that bird is totally going to be a relevant plot point. That bird
Well, I mean,
is going to the Yonko level and take down the Yonko stairs.
That'd be pretty fucking dope.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
What I was saying before is that
Who said
even
that?
though-
What the hell
It
was
was
that?
me, sir.
Hi.
I said good evening. How's your days today? You guys
I'm
drinking tea?
apparently Brock invited James Hansen.
That's
No, sorry, man. I'm vegan. I can't.
It's like, yo, who the fuck was that?
But yeah, guys, do you think like similar to what happened at the end of the arc with Kuma coming in? Do you think like some sort of pacifist army will come in and Sanji will like fight them on his own to protect the crew?
You really
Oh,
want
but
this
hold up.
arc to be a
I don't
rip-off
know,
of
have
Golden
you-
Bart?
if that's really a replica arc, then you know what has to happen, right? If that's really gonna happen, because remember another Shichibukai came. If that's really gonna happen, then like Shank's got to show up or something.
No, we will.
Have you
Somebody-
seen
another
Boy
Yonko
Boy's
gotta
theory
show up.
about the pacifistas like turning on the world government?
What about an
I
admiral
love that.
like Ryogoku?
Could be
Like,
Weevil. Who knows?
Because that'd be
Right.
OD. Imagine they escape Big Mom and then Blackbeard shows up or like another Yonko shows up or something like that.
I know the
think that's
pacifistas. I know the pacifistas that were shown in film Z, I believe. Do you think there's like another subdivision, even though they were shown that
Oh,
another division?
I wouldn't doubt it. Like, I bet there's multiple versions of it.
Yeah, because they wanted the Z movie. They look nice. I wonder if the Marines have like another division. I don't want to see Kuma every time.
I don't like those like super white ones with like the reddish hair.
Yo, y'all good?
Fuck.
What's popping? Bro?
Wait, the super white one.
How's everyone? How's everyone, man?
You chilling, man?
What's
Y'all
up?
healthy?
Say what?
Everyone healthy?
Yeah.
No, not quite.
Hey, who is this? Who is this? Who's speaking?
Legend Mac.
Nah, I'm just seeing how everyone is, man.
Nah, thanks.
Nah, we good. We
This
good.
is the
I mean,
the
I
guy
just
that
got out
said
of the
that.
hospital like 2 days ago, so
Yeah, we got Ty going through it right now, but you know,
it's all Gucci.
you
Hey, Buggy's in the chat.
How I hope you have a. I don't even know.
You want to have a full recovery. That's what you want to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, but.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate it though. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Reggie Max, since you're here, man, why haven't you uploaded any videos, man? It's been like months.
Yo, man, you didn't see my I Quit video, huh?
Oh, you
I
quit?
stopped watching your videos, man. You stopped doing any videos whatsoever for like 3 months. I sat down sub.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
The last
You quit?
Wait,
I didn't even.
not for me because I.
Why did you quit?
I didn't quit.
No, not you, Mac. I know why you quit.
Why did the legend?
Well, I didn't quit. I'm coming back. I'm just on indefinite hiatus, like Hunter x Hunter.
Oh man.
Oh, you mean Hunter x? Oh, shit.
What the?
I said it. I hate Hunter x Hunter. I hate it with passion. I think it's.
Hunter x Hunter is pretty fucking dope.
I don't hate it. It's just.
I think one of the most boring series I've ever seen. I fell asleep while watching it.
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna get this man out of here.
Subject though, if the guy Togashi's been doing Hunter x Hunter for years, like shouldn't he had like make the characters more clean?
I think going to point out he started that series in '98.
What do you mean clean? What do you mean?
Like make it more clean. Like if you look at Naruto and One Piece at the beginning, right? Over the years, Oda has basically made it more sharper, better. Like Hunter x Hunter looks like
it's cleaned up. Yeah, I know what you're getting.
Well, if you look at the Hunter x Hunter art from the beginning, it's a complete difference. It's like night and day. It used to be chicken scratch.
I did want to point out that Hunter x Hunter started in '98.
Let me just throw this out here. The best mangaka artist is definitely the original artist of One Punch Man.
Oh, totally. Yeah, his art is beautiful.
Wait, you know he didn't draw the One Punch Man anime, right?
No, I know. I mean, it's okay.
It was.
Okay, I was just making.
I saw his early work. Yeah.
No, most anime authors they don't do animation. They just do the manga.
Yeah, I know, but still, his art was crap.
No, was it?
I mean, it wasn't terrible.
It kind of was terrible.
It was Hunter x Hunter first 100 chapters.
It was
Like
worked at
Mob Psycho 100. I mean, the art was decent. Like I could bear it, but the original One Punch Man was absolutely awful.
Oh, you're reading Mob Psycho right now?
No, I just read a chapter to just get a feel for it.
I mean, I don't know. I won't read that. I probably watch the anime. By
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for the anime though, because that trailer looked dope as hell.
Yeah, I mean, it looks a lot like One Punch Man. So I mean, you know.
Did you know that?
What am I reading in this chat right now? What is going on?
I have no idea.
People are just roasting Matt.
You know what might be crazy that could happen? Similar to Thriller Bark after this arc is over. Like after Luffy and them escaped from Big Mom, they just bumping the Weevil. Like, yo, where's Marco?
I want to see Weevil again.
Not yet.
Yeah, we need to see more Weevil because I need to know more about his fucking character.
I just need to know
Whitebeard's
that he's
son.
not Whitebeard's son. I think confirmation that he is not related to the Whitebeard.
There's no
Otherwise, I'm
fucking
going to
way.
kill myself.
I think.
I bet he was brainwashed. How much do you want to bet that's what that bitch's devil fruit is?
I think.
Like
I think Warrior made him.
Clearly from the beginning.
No, I think he's just retarded.
Hey man, hey.
And he tricked him. That's what I think.
Triggered. I'm triggered.
I don't think he's retarded. I think he.
It's
probably,
how Warrior tried to bring Oz back to life and Oz Jr. and stuff like that. I think he has something to do with Weevil.
Like
what's with all the stitches on his body? Like I think I want to say this dude's like a corpse, and they basically put a shadow on him.
Yeah.
Because what's with all the stitches though? Like we do know the zombies. Once you create a zombie, it could be super powerful. Whatever the shadow you put under him.
I would say yeah. Like I mean, that would be the only explanation for the stitches. But then you look at Crocodile, and he has this huge ass stitches across his face.
Yeah.
The fucking sun.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's
not
because
like
he's a
just
female. He's a
not like
female.
not like he's your normal zombie, but he's a little bit more advanced or something like that.
Yeah.
What if Warrior's Awakening is just his devil fruit on steroids? Like, it's just his devil fruit, but his zombie can go into the sun.
Is it? I hope fucking Moria doesn't pop up in the story again. I don't like Moria.
What? No, it's been foreshadowed. He's gonna come back and
Yeah, he's going to for sure.
I know he's gonna come back. I don't want him to though.
Oh, no, neither do I. Nobody wants him to come back.
I want
he's gonna
Doki to kill him. I hope Doki killed him, like he said when he was like, "You're too weak. I'm taking you out."
No, we already know he's still. Well, we don't know if he's alive, but
That's what I'm saying. I hope Doki killed him right then and there because he was a disappointment.
we saw him we saw the thriller bark boat like driving around by Kid's base and shit. So.
Well, if this arc is gonna be anything like Thriller Bark, it's gonna be extremely disappointing. And
Until
Bark, Kuma showing up after, even though Moria wasn't that.
Okay, the ending of Thriller Bark was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beginning of Thriller Bark is like the worst of One Piece.
It really is.
To the beginning of Thriller Bark?
Yeah, it was so fucking boring.
Yeah, it was
I've always thought the running around in Dressrosa, just the running for chapters when they run around for a couple chapters, that is the worst.
I like that better than the beginning of. Well, there were some funny moments in Thriller Bark, like when Luffy pushed the zombie back into.
Yeah, it's like that is the solution to a zombie apocalypse. Just put them back in the ground.
If you look at the ending of Thriller Bark, it's basically Gecko Moria who basically finished himself off.
Basically.
Why? Because of the shadows?
No, he smashed himself. Yeah, he smashed himself into a building. The building fell on him.
No, that was Luffy's gun with Jekyll.
No, that was Gecko Mario smashing himself, and like even if he did do that, like Gecko Mario wasn't going down, and Luffy was running out of time because the sun was coming up.
Yeah.
Mark my words, Moria would join the Heart Pirates.
No, Moria and Kaido and Blackbeard are going to join the Crocodile Crew.
Hey, one sec. I need to plug up my phone. I mean, my fucking laptop. Shit.
I'm thinking like Blackbeard and Kaido. They love Luffy so much. They totally need to join the crew.
Wait. I'm like going through and reading like all the NBA stuff right now.
Yeah, bro.
They say Wade is getting offered like $20 million a year from these teams.
Yeah, did you see like? Oh man. Fucking
Cavs at 7.
Was it?
What?
Wait, what?
Cavs and 7.
If the Knicks get Wade, do you think that their team's gonna be good?
If they get Wade, Eastern Conference Finals for sure.
And Noah.
Yeah, Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty sick.
And they could actually beat the Cavs.
No team will ever dethrone LeBron again from the East.
Here we go.
Wait,
Alright, there we go.
That's just facts. LeBron right now is basically Michael Jordan.
I want to go that far.
No, look at it like this. Jordan kept
Didn't
on.
Steph Curry team outdo the Bulls team?
Huh?
Well, he had a better regular season.
Yeah, that's
Hell no.
Not.
The Warriors will go down as the Warriors and the Warriors and the Thunder will go down as the worst teams of our generation.
I mean, they had a good season.
No.
I'm trolling you guys.
No. I'm actually being serious. I love the NBA. I'm actually being serious about this. When you blow a 3-1 lead, you're officially terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, blowing a 3-1 lead, that's, I don't know. That's crazy.
Especially you blow a 3-1 lead with the second best player in the league, as with Steph
Well, you gotta look
Curry.
like this is the NBA and this is the top teams in the NBA. So any
No.
Yeah, this is the new world.
They had two chances to close out at home.
Well, you got also Draymond Green. That's suspension. People are gonna look over it because he put the other 2 games, but that still affected the series. You can't.
If he didn't get suspended, they would have won for sure because that's and Iggy got injured.
Honestly, I think
he got injured.
the momentum definitely Golden State had a lot of momentum.
I can't say Golden State was gonna win if Draymond was playing, but I'm gonna say it did affect the series. That's all I'm gonna say.
Also,
quick question.
There's only one man to blame. You have to blame Draymond Green.
Yeah, obviously.
Come on, man. LeBron James stepped over him. He
So
deserved
what?
it.
That's the king. That's the king.
that was mad disrespectful.
No.
No, I'm telling you right now. I don't know. They should have suspended him for the Steven Adams one. They should have suspended him for that one. I don't know why they suspended him for that last one.
No. You want to know what it was? It was karma. He got away with that one, and it came back to bit him.
This is a ballless live stream now.
Anybody else in here not sports?
I like
Start
football,
watching.
but I don't play.
I recommend that you pick up being a Spurs fan because they go to the playoffs a lot, and they have one of the best players in the league right now.
Wait,
Where's
where's Kawhi right now?
They're one of the most boringest teams to watch.
Well, the Raptors will never make
I'm
it to
just
the
the
Eastern
Mavericks
Conference
fan
Finals.
just because I got
Yeah.
to walk on the court.
They're boring to watch, but they play good basketball. Like
They're not boring to
I
watch.
think
Stop
they've
saying
gotten
that.
a lot better. They're not as boring anymore. Kawhi is a beast. I like watching Kawhi.
I can never watch Spurs, but they're a great team. They're a great
Wait. You want to know why you can't watch the Spurs?
team. I can't watch the Spurs.
Because you're a Raptors fan, you're used to losing. When a team's winning, you're like, what is this? So
I'm telling you now, we beat the NBA champions twice. I'll take it, man. You don't know how bad we've done in the past. I'll take it.
Nah, the Raptors they've been definitely going the right way so far. I like where the Raptors are going. I don't think DeRozan is as good as people make him out to be, but
Who
Man,
makes them out to be?
Raptors are pretty fucking
Who
badass.
makes out
though,
DeRozan
like-
to be good?
No. I hear.
a lot of people have DeRozan's like
No, I'm telling you right now, the NBA shooting guard position has deteriorated so much that DeRozan is a top tier shooting guard.
it has. I think
Who's the best shooting guard? Let me ask you, who's the best shooting guard?
James
it's either
Harden.
James Harden or
Hell
Klay.
no.
Tie.
James Harden is the best shooting guard, but he has one of the worst defense in NBA history we've seen, from a shooting guard.
I mean, it might be Klay Thompson. I don't know.
It is
Klay Thompson too. If Klay Thompson's the best shooting guard, is that we're all gonna agree right now?
I honestly
Yes,
think it might be
he is.
Ty.
Probably.
Okay, let's name the top shooting guards, yo. Klay Thompson, James Harden, Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade,
Jimmy
DeRozan.
Butler.
DeRozan is the top 5, right?
Just
Yeah.
look at this list. You have Klay
Definitely
Thompson.
Ty.
You have Klay Thompson who's scared to put the ball on the court. You have James
Yeah.
Harden who can't
Like-
play defense to save his life. Dwayne Wade is 80 years old.
Yeah, back in the day, you had Steve Francis, Tracy McGrady, like a bunch of dudes, yo. Like the shooting guard position was huge. Like Kobe Bryant, like
Brady.
Tracy McGrady. There's so much people. Vince Carter. Like there were so much people in the shooting guard position back in the day. Just deteriorated.
I mean, do you guys think Jimmy Butler's better than DeRozan?
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell no.
I'm taking Jimmy over DeRozan.
Yeah,
Because
same
DeRozan
here.
can't hit the three to save his life.
But
He's not
DeRozan-
better than me, I can tell you that for a
DeRozan
fact.
can't hit a 3 to save his life, but he could score.
Butler locks on
DeRozan-
LeBron every single time he plays him.
DeRozan, he's definitely not better than Butler because he still has acne on his face. This nigga's like 8 years, he's like 20 years old. He still has the face of a 13-year-old. Come on, man.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Alright.
man, what's wrong with that? I'm 20 years old. I still got the face of a fucking 13-year-old. It's
I mean,
bullshit.
yeah, you think,
He's
but
damn-
look
he's
at that.
almost- he's almost 30 though. and he
sorry.
makes
You've
like-
seen fucking Tekken? I mean, look at Tekken 101. Now that's fucking bad.
Hey.
Yeah, true.
Wait, Tekken has like what?
Tekken looks like he's like 15 and he's in college.
Oh shit.
He graduated.
Wait though, with Tekken, with Bleach ending, what is he gonna do with his channel now?
He was gonna review Toriko, but
I mean, actually, no, he said
Toriko's
he's definitely
ending.
not going to review it. He's going to review My Hero Academia. He said it in a live stream earlier tonight.
Oh, really?
no.
Oh, right, but my question is, when Bleach ends, why does he have to like? He can still make videos on Bleach on end still.
He can, but I don't think the interest is gonna be
But
there.
how far can you go after that?
Yeah,
You can-
Bleach
you
is
can
just
discuss-
fucking
you can discuss
Dragon Ball.
many
I don't
But
think you
Double
can go
Force
the
still
whole
makes
thing.
Naruto videos.
Wait, hold on,
you
Mac.
can-
Why did you delete or stop doing your channel?
Which
Who,
channel?
me?
Well, didn't you just say you weren't uploading?
My I quit video?
I don't know. You said you quit.
Nah,
Yeah,
there
I made a video. I quit video.
that was the Legend Act. That's what Osh was saying,
Oh,
not Legend.
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I saw you put out a video like a week ago or something.
No, I said like 3 months ago. Like I didn't see any videos from you.
Astro was talking about the Legend Mac.
The
Oh,
Legend.
okay. I was gonna say.
Legend
I was
Mac,
like,
no
I was
Legend.
saying like you got 6K subscribers and you just quit. What the fuck's going on there?
No, I can't quit YouTube, man.
A lot of people have quit the One Piece anime. Like I don't see any One Piece anime reviews anymore.
Yeah, I haven't even been looking at it.
I haven't even really
people
been
watch
watching
it.
the One
Yeah,
Piece
they only
anime.
watch the anime for like hype moments now. You know, it's like
I'm not gonna lie, yo. I try to review the anime, but like,
it's not.
I've never seen it in the
There's
manga.
not only
No,
a
but
few
that
people
opening
the
fucking
anime, like Rogers Base, what's his name? Edo the Talker and Super Kamekiro and Manga Me. That's basically the only dudes I have to follow because nobody else is doing the One Piece
The thing
reviews.
is, it's like some of the episodes are just like filler.
Shit.
No, you know what's funny though? I actually enjoy the One Piece anime a lot, but when
I do.
when I'm talking about it, it's like
Yeah.
tough for me to talk about. When
It's the same shit you talk about every time.
Yeah.
Yo, Brago.
Hmm?
Noah just officially signed to the Knicks.
Who?
Noah, Joking Noah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to start a dynasty. Joakim Noah,
shit.
Porzingis, Carmelo Anthony.
I remember
Wait,
Braun
wait,
looking
wait,
at them
wait,
like,
wait,
yo, who
wait.
the fuck y'all gonna sign, bro?
We can all agree that that the Knicks, they're never going to make it anywhere.
Yeah, sure.
No.
Well,
Listen.
they almost be doing it sometimes, like with Carmelo.
No.
If D-Wade actually joins, they actually have a chance.
No. Come
But
on.
that's the thing. Carmelo can't do it alone. They just need some help.
Hey. I'm about to explain why the Knicks won't make it anywhere. Okay. You said they just got Joe Kim, right?
Yeah.
That nigga's garbage. They got D Rose.
Didn't he win Defensive Player of the Year in like 2014 or something?
Joakim Noah is trash now.
That was like a while ago.
Yeah, and on top of that, they got D Rose, who's a has-man. That nigga will never play more than 20 games being healthy. Carmelo,
Nah, he's nice though. When he's not hurt, he's nice.
Yeah, he's not hurt.
I mean, he's not what he used to be, but he's still a good point guard.
DeMar DeRozan is better than Derrick Rose.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe actually, yeah.
No. Derrick Rose is only healthy for 10 games of the season, and that's all.
The thing is, though, Derrick Rose, he had some games last year where it's like, yo, he showed flashes of like his old.
Ken Bazemore is better than Derrick Rose.
Kill yourself.
That nigga's making $70 million.
Sometimes
you know what? That's funny because you guys know who Etuan Moore is.
Yeah.
I know Etuan Moore about him.
He got like $34 million.
You know what's disgusting? Solomon Hill. I saw Solomon Hill get that money.
I like Solomon Hill though. He's a good role.
It's like when
No, these guys are good players, but you know what it is? It's not about.
Disgusting one by far is Timothy Mozgov. That's just.
Oh yeah.
Wait, but he's a champ.
He's a champion. He's a champion. Yeah, he's a champion.
Yeah, right, bro.
You know they call him now? You know his name.
That man even play a single fucking game in the finals.
He's Mozgod. That's his name, Mozgod.
But it's a thing where what's funny about this is like, just because these players are getting a lot of money, it's like. It's a new cap, it's all about the new cap right now. Guys like Kyle Lowry's making garbage compared to DeMar DeRozan, and Kyle Lowry's better than DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah. And look at John Wall. John Wall is making less than Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson looks like Bobby Schmurd.
It's just it's just bad luck, yo. The way they signed the contract.
Hey guys, I gotta go. If the movie is over and y'all are still going, I'll join back.
Hey, thanks for coming through, Ty.
Either way, I'll try and join some more live streams. But if y'all are still on, I'll join back in.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Don't
Later,
go see
guys.
Finding Dory.
Wait, when is the stream ending?
I think in like 10 minutes. That's what Brago said at least.
Yeah, I gotta get this assignment done by 12. So
Alright, deuces.
But now I may do a stream after I'm done and shit. But just like tracking this free agent shit live. Shit.
Also,
I mean,
back to why the Knicks won't win anything. Let's be honest. Carmelo, they can't do it with Carmelo's no longer the face of the Knicks. It's already factually stating that he's just playing for money. He's playing just to make sure his family's safe. That's not bad either. He's getting his wins with the Olympic team, so he's doing his thing.
I remember a long time ago when they was in high school. I mean, when they was in college or whatever like that. Him and LeBron James was neck and neck. I think he wants to
Well,
actually, I want to win a championship or something. I don't think Carmelo's trying to play around.
Coming out of college, Melo, a lot of people had Melo that he was better.
Yeah.
A lot of people felt like
he
Melo
showed
was
improvement over the years. He just gotta gotta be in sync with the team and stuff.
He has to have a season in the league where he averages more than 4 assists per game.
When you watch LeBron James play, you know he wants to win. The way look at that block he just did in that finals, like you see.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was ridiculous.
Melo, I like Melo's gameplay, like the way he plays better than LeBron. But
LeBron James is like a Yonko and Melo's like a Chichibukai.
No, Melo is
what was that? Kaido Gekamori? You trying to reference Kaido Gekamori?
Who could Melo be?
Hey, right?
Melo is Shiki.
All I'm saying is this though, Carmelo, when he came out of college, he was on the score.
Melo is on Mihawk, and LeBron James.
is Shanks.
Yeah, he's like, I don't.
LeBron is Shanks and what's his name?
He ain't college no more.
MJ is what's his name? Roger.
Come on, man. You can't put. Come on, man. You can't put him at Gold Roger.
MJ?
Yo. Kobe is Marco. He quit. He retired.
No. Kobe is definitely a rock star. He had his one shot.
Kobe's better than LeBron James.
No, he's not, dude. Come on, man.
He is, man.
No.
What's LeBron's finals percentage? People that's how you know you have a trash legacy when people are so happy and rooting for you to win a championship.
Yeah, well, LeBron James averages more in every single stat than LeBron.
current LeBron James is definitely better than current Kobe because Kobe's getting old now.
But the thing is, if you go look at the numbers, if we just go by numbers, LeBron is better than Kobe.
Exactly.
If you go by numbers, LeBron's better than Michael Jordan. Do you guys think LeBron's better than Michael
Well,
Jordan?
yes,
Yes.
Wait. MJ played 13 seasons in the league. He averaged over 30 points per game.
No, wait,
for his career.
I think you're talking about average. You're talking about numbers. You're talking about average.
Oh, numbers. Well, no, because MJ has 6 championships, 5 regular season MVPs, 6 Finals MVPs. He has a player of the year.
He also got his record broken by a light skinned nigga.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think LeBron still doesn't measure up with like.
And LeBron's
what's his finals percentage? Tell me what his finals percentage is.
For LeBron?
Yeah.
Was it like 28% or something?
I know he went to how many times did he go to finals?
7 times.
It's been 7.
And he's
he lost 4 and he won 3, right?
Yeah.
He's below 500 in the NBA finals and being there 7 times. That's disgusting.
No.
If Kobe Bryant was 3 and 4 in the finals, he would get roasted every single time, yo.
But you want to know what? LeBron, he just had the best finals. He just hit this finals that he won was the greatest finals ever. Period.
You know, that was a great performance. But can I say something at the end? We all know who gave him that push to win the game. Let's be honest.
Yeah, the block.
That block probably saved the game.
The block saved their chances to stay in the game. But the 3-pointer won the game for them. Okay, we're not going to argue this.
Remember before that when they were down 2? They were down 2. They were down 2, right? And LeBron hit a 3 to put them up 1.
Exactly.
We forget that 3.
Are we gonna forget that if Kyrie Irving didn't score 40 points last game or he scored 40, then
no. But the thing is, it's like everybody like last year.
Yeah, but the Cavs are fucking trash.
Remember last year?
No. You see, this
LeBron would have beat the Warriors by
himself. The Cavs
himself.
are effing trash. The Miami Heat are trash. Every single time that LeBron is faced with a desperate situation, his team is trash. But when they're winning, LeBron's amazing. Look at him.
No.
LeBron would have beat the Warriors by himself.
No, this is true. There isn't even a good player on the Cavs besides fucking Kyrie.
No.
You guys know we're praising Kevin Love as one of the best.
No. Listen.
Kevin Love did fucking ass.
Listen. If you say that the Cavs from last year when they lost the Warriors wasn't trash, then you're retarded. Because they had no player. They're in.
We all understand that finals that the Cavs are not 100%. It's not
okay.
No one try to argue that.
They were trash that year. The Heat were never trash, and they won 2 finals. He was 2-1 with the Heat. So he's
what?
Wait. Let me wait real quick. Hold on. I'm in this. Guys, after you guys coming through, we're not even talking about One Piece no more. Wait, let me get y'all predictions. I just ended. We just be in the hangout. What do you guys think is gonna happen next chapter? Like 2 weeks from now.
Oh, wait, can I mention like one foreshadowing that I saw?
Yeah.
Like this chapter, you see like the crocodile with the bowler hat.
Yeah.
You know, we saw in like this is Anime Fan Talk brought this up. He told me like in one of the cover pages, Crocodile Mr. 1, and there's a hippo. And like this hippo has also a bowler hat. So could this like indicate Crocodile's gonna come back this arc?
That'd be cool. I would like to see Crocodile again.
So he has a bowler nut.
Huh?
You're not talking about One Piece anymore?
Crocodile's Big Mom's daughter.
I just want to know like what do you guys think is gonna happen next chapter because I'm about to end.
Crocodile's Big Mom's.
Yo, what's his name though? Your viewers is at 74 though. It got higher, even though the topic changed.
Everyone just came for the end of the
When I figured you look Donald Trump and then the
That's because they like the NBA.
The NBA, everybody.
No,
I know there's more NBA fans than yes one.
They're tired. They're tired of seeing Oda going on break every week. They want to come back and watch the NBA.
Oda does like going like these random breaks.
The breaks is crazy, but I've heard he sleeps for like 4 hours a day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. At least it's better than Tagashi and Hunter. So I'll take that any day.
I honestly wouldn't care if Oda took off for like a month. I wouldn't care.
I would care. I mean, I would care if like you don't say like they said at the end of the chapter it's gonna be on break indefinitely. Like what the hell? Like give us a time frame, bro.
What's
the greatest arc? What's the greatest arc in Hunter x Hunter? What's the greatest arc?
Your
No.
Where it ends, so I never need to hear about it again.
The general fan base has Chimera Anarch is the best arc, right? Can we see that?
Yeah, a lot of people say.
So this man worked on the Chimera Anarch for how many years? Y'all do your research and find how much years he worked on that, and you're gonna be like, damn, yo, this guy really deserves the praise he's getting for Hunter x Hunter.
No.
Imagine Oda worked on his arcs for multiple years.
We already know that's because of the anime why Hunter x Hunter's popping.
Oh yeah, the manga is
The anime was lit. The anime was lit.
I'll tell you what it is. I'm still a fan of Hunter. Even though I say this, I'm still a fan of Hunter.
No. It's okay. You don't like Hunter x Hunter.
No, I like it. I like.
Wait. But before you end the stream, let me expose Hunter x Hunter because a lot of people. I don't know. I doubt that anybody here knows about this, but I was the first person to say the Command arc sucks. But no. That's facts. Come on.
No, I'll give you the beginning. Kind of is lackluster.
No. Everything.
I googled it. It's a fact. He's talking facts.
Once you find out that it's a ripoff of Parasite and Dragon Ball Z.
What? No, that is true.
Listen.
We can't argue that's a ripoff of Parasite. That is a ripoff.
And Dragon Ball Z too. Come on now.
Everything is a ripoff of Dragon Ball.
No.
No.
But listen.
Well, it depends. Is it inspired by Dragon Ball Z, or is it taking parts from it, or is it a straight ripoff? Because
there are 30 character designs that I've seen that are.
Let me explain. Okay, we have Miriam. Okay, he was seen as the devilish. He was a tyrant, right? He wanted to take over the world and everything. Correct.
Well, I don't read.
Say that again.
At the beginning of when Miriam was first born, he wanted to destroy the world. He wanted to take over it. Correct.
Well, he felt like it was his birthright to be king. Yeah.
So basically, he wanted to cause havoc. That we can agree to that. Correct.
Are you trying to say he's like Vegeta?
The thing is, when he was born, everybody was like, everybody told him that he was the king and he has to rule over everything. So then went to like.
I'm just gonna say he was a tyrant. He was a tyrant. Who was going around trying to take over everything.
Right.
You have Majin Buu. When he was first reborn, he was a tyrant trying to take over things. And then you have the weak, timid character Komogi, the weak, timid character Hercule. They come and they change the heart of the tyrant. They end up.
Well, he didn't change the heart of Mary.
No. She changed the heart of
Mary. Yeah, because he was a savage. He would kill people. He would just.
And Majin Buu, he was a savage. He killed everybody. And you have Hercule and the dog coming and changing him. If that's not a ripoff, I don't know what the fuck is a ripoff.
Wait. No, he was still a savage even with Komogi because he was still like killing niggas after Komogi. He was killing people.
With her, he changed his attitude. The old Miriam would not change his attitude to anybody.
Well, the thing is, it's like it showed progression in his character because he was.
No, we're not arguing that. You just said he stayed. You just said he stayed a savage, everything like that.
No. You know
what I'm saying? As far as like him killing people, that stayed. But as far as everything else,
Majin Buu, he still killed people.
Yeah, he was still killing. He killed those robbers that tried to hurt Hercule and the dog. Yep.
But the thing is, we can look at One Piece with Weevil. We can say that's like a ripoff of Babidi and Majin Buu.
No. That's different.
How is it different?
Because
all right.
But I will say, thank you for saying the thing about the dog, because I completely forgot Hercule was the dumb name for Mr. Satan. So I was like, who the fuck is Hercule?
My bad.
This happens.
If you hadn't said the dog, I would have completely forgotten.
Like the Weevil thing and the Majin Buu thing is the same thing, but you're choosing to like.
No, it's not. Let me tell you why it's not the same.
We haven't even seen Weeble change. We haven't the stuff that usually doesn't apply for Weeble. You're talking about this might happen in the future, so it's the same, right?
On top of that, Weeble was not created by that, because a lot of people are saying that's not even his mom. So Weeble, he wasn't created. Weeble wasn't made thousands of years ago. He wasn't known as a tyrant of the thing. Like, he's definitely not Majin Buu.
Weeble's going around destroying shit.
And Weeble,
Weeble's not destroying shit. No. Weeble's not destroying shit. He's destroying shit. He has a purpose. He has a reason.
Weeble was like Marco and the candy.
But the thing is, the reason that Weevil has, apparently, it was like you can make the assumption that someone has given him this reason. Like you have to do.
But he's still wholeheartedly. You can see, but he's still Weevil as a person still wholeheartedly wants to avenge his father because he.
No, wait, but that's not true because he wanted to go after Blackbeard and the mother's like, no.
Yeah, that's my point. He wanted to go after Blackbeard. His mother said no. But what did he wholeheartedly want to do? What did he wholeheartedly want to do? He wanted to go after Blackbeard. That proves my point. He wanted to go
to fight Marco because there's more money in that.
He wanted, but him as a self, he wanted to go against Blackbeard, and he couldn't because Mom said no. But him as a self wants to avenge his father by going after Blackbeard, the person who actually did the thing, you know. So that just proves the point even further. that he actually has his own thing, his whole goal of taking out, avenging his father. It's not something that's.
I forgot to mention this, but do you guys think that Weeble was brought back to life by Big Mom or Moria?
I think it's Big Mom because he's out in the sun, right? He was chilling.
Yeah.
I think it has something to do with Amoria though.
I think it's. I don't think. I think.
I'm telling you right now that disrespect to Weeble when the chapter first came out was disgusting. People saying he's weak and stuff like that. What?
Yeah, I do think he has. I do think he's really powerful.
Yo, bro, you see that ship in the panel where the ship was already like halfway in the island?
Yeah, you know what it was? His design.
They said that he's like almost as strong as Whitebeard in his prime, and we haven't faced him yet. I think he's gonna be the first like real big fight that's kind of Yonko level. But
He's gonna be a problem. The thing is,
before he takes.
I think you're right, Bravo, because that's probably the design. Because people still think their Big Mom's weak. People think Big Mom's weak, yo.
Shanks is like hyped as the strongest character because he looks cool as shit.
And because he looks like a bitch.
Hey, what if Weeble?
No, what it is? It's that Shanks did some epic stuff. That's all it is. Big Mom.
But I'm telling you
what has Shanks done?
He just started doing epic stuff.
What has Shanks done?
He
the
got
Sea King. He looked at it like, yo.
No, actually, he took an L for the Sea King.
No, he didn't take it out. How did he take it out from that? Tell me how he took it out.
No, I mean he made the Sea King run.
I'm telling you right now, yo. Let's be honest here. That whole Sea King thing was a troll. Everybody was trolling the Sea King thing. But now, some of you guys are taking that too serious with the Sea King.
No, I know, but then he took it.
Nah, it's
like the nigga looked at the Sea King and get the fuck out of here. 1 second, he left here. He ran over.
There's a plot point. There's a plot point for Luffy's progression. I know that.
You heard?
Yeah, funny thing, Oda didn't want to do it, yo.
Yeah, I heard.
So you told me that the editors deboed Oda. Hey, he was playing the PS4. Come on, man.
Sorry, that's me.
The Bandits that time real good.
What were you gonna say, UG? What were you gonna say?
The editor, he deboed his way through Oda's staff or Oda's writing spot, and he put Shanks losing his arm up there.
No, Oda didn't want to take off his arm. You understand that back then, that was Oda's early days as a manga. He was not the Oda that was like the respected Oda right now. That's when he first starting out.
And then he was taking orders.
That's like the first chapter. What am I saying? That's the first chapter.
Yeah. And then that's the thing too about Shanks that's so cool is he got one arm and he's doing all of this.
And the crazy thing about that, even though Oda was supposed to do the voice editor, he still explained it in Whitebeard.
No. But check this out. I know Oda said that it doesn't make him weaker, but come on, he has one arm. So you're trying to say that if he had two arms, he's really
the same
at all?
The thing is, he probably fought with one hand. Like he was probably a one sword style guy. So
well, we can say that. Yeah, he's 10 years with your one arm. You're probably gonna be.
Yeah. So it's like with one sword, if you use that anyway, losing an arm doesn't matter. It's like okay, he loses an arm. He fights with an arm behind his back anyway. So it's like it is what it is. I don't think he got weaker at all.
No, but you're gonna notice with the fan base though. With the thing you said about designs, like, people to call to the manga still think Big Mom is weak right now, as of now.
Yep.
I don't think. Like I actually never thought that she was weak. I was actually one of the ones.
No, I didn't say you. I didn't say you.
I still say that she's probably one of the strongest, and I feel like Blackbeard. Well, you know what? I felt like at first it was. Well, I felt like it was either Shanks or Big Mom was the strongest. One of them.
No. I'm not talking about ranking the Yonkos itself. I don't care if you say Big Mom's the weakest. I'm saying weak. Like people don't think she's up to the Yonko tier. Like
one thing that I'll say about her that why I think that she's real strong is because like remember Kara said that she wants Derma 66.
No. I'm saying that people. This is fact. Big Mom is strong. We all know this is Big Mom.
Yeah. She's strong.
Yeah.
But I
was gonna say why I think that she's really strong. Like why she's probably the most strongest because remember Kara said that Big Mom only wants to marry Sanji just to strengthen her crew, and you know that she eats her crew sometimes or whatever. But I think that her crew just seems weak. Like so, I think
we haven't seen them though.
But we seen. Come on, these trees is gonna get washed in 2 more chapters or whatever like that. And the flowers and all of that. Like I don't think that's right.
Can we assume that Peckham's and Tamago are mid tier for their crew, right? Can we say that? I don't think they're the top tier in Big Mom's crew, but I think they're mid tier.
Yeah, mid tier.
And Peckham's bounty was like 330 million.
330, yeah. Peckham's isn't up there, no.
So they're mid tier down 330, yo. Like, also no, that's a little thing. Also, we seen Peckham's one shot Kirabu one.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then we seen Capone backstab him, and he still had his. He's still
good. Look at Tamago. We haven't seen his bounty, and I think he's up there. We haven't seen his bounty yet.
When Peckham betrayed him, he's like, who cares about Tech? If she really cared about her crew strengths, losing someone like Peckham should really anger. Like Peckham's no, but Tamago's like, who cares? That guy's an idiot.
Yeah, or even Jinbei. Like
But,
Jinbei left.
but Tamago, I think,
She's
is
mad
stronger
about it.
than is
Yeah, yeah.
stronger.
Jimmy, she didn't care when Jimmy left. She said, "Let this idiot leave, but you got to give me something for value, you know."
She has some strong people, yo. A lot of people sleeping.
Well, I
John
think
Boone.
that I think that Yonko and crew wise, like when you put the Yonko and when you put the crew together, that they're all equal. But I think that Big Mom is strong and her crew is weak, so she's a stronger individual than the other ones.
People
That's
people say people saying the same thing about Kaido. Like, how many
Yeah.
people? How many times are we gonna say this?
Yeah,
That's
we-
what I
we
think about,
said about
I think
Jack.
about
We said
Kaido
Jack is
too,
weak.
because
Yeah,
Jack is
that Jack.
no way that Jack is as strong as Marco, because look how strong Jack is. I think Kaido's crew is based different. Like it's him and his 3 calamities, and that's it. He doesn't have the whole like. I mean, not like that shit though, but I mean like
Honestly,
high
you know what's
tail.
funny? You know what's funny? People are saying Big Mom's crew is weak, Kaido's crew is weak. People have the biggest case to say Blackbeard's crew is weak. Yo, they have the biggest case with that crew to say that they're
Nah,
not
'cause
strong.
he got a lot of people from the prison, from like a lot of the
But we
level
don't know
4,
how
level
strong.
5.
No, but he got a lot of people in the prison.
He got Aokiji. His crew is definitely.
I'm not saying that Blackbeard's crew. I'm saying people have a bigger case to say his crew's weak than the other Yonkos.
Well,
That's
come on, Big Mom. I check this out. Even like while they're on her island, it's like this chapter.
No, you gotta understand. I'm not saying his crew's weak. I'm saying they have a better case. You can't really say Big Mom or Kaido's crew's weak.
No, but
You-
I'm saying with Big Mom crew, we seen nobody who was like, oh, yo, that's
Well,
crazy.
listen to this though. The people in Impel Down, they got caught, right? They got
Yeah,
captured.
they got caught.
You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
off
they
that,
Kaido got caught though.
and we can say that
Kaido's good. Kaido wanted to get caught. That's what he does. I'm saying, like, the people in Impel Down, they got caught and captured. Aokiji got defeated. So it's just like everybody in Blackbeard's crew took an L.
You see how Fujitora came though, and we're like, oh snap, yo, nobody in Big Mom crew like was like, oh, yo, that's crazy.
we have
Big Mom?
who we've seen.
Well, we seen people we didn't see them do too much.
Tell me someone that is a top tier that we didn't say oh to on Big Mom's crew. Tell me, I want to know.
Tamago.
Tamago, I don't think Tamago's top tier on Big Mom's crew. I don't. I told
okay. You said that they're mid tier. Well,
the man was crying and stuff, and everyone else was chilling in that time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, we probably didn't see them yet, but so far we're on her island though. This is the chance to see these people, and it's like
no, we're gonna see them. We're gonna see them. I'm just saying we haven't seen them.
They're gonna be up there, bro.
If we haven't seen them, that's different. But if this is all she got, and she's trying to get German 66 to make her crew stronger, then I'm not saying she's weak, but her crew is like
But I think everybody's trying to like do whatever it takes to get their crew stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's trying to, because Kaido, I feel like with the war,
these guys are all trying to get edge on the other.
Especially with Blackbeard. If they find out like Aokiji's joined his crew, they're like, all right, we got everybody got to kind of fortify. Only person that's chilling supposedly is
Shanks.
But we don't know what he's doing. We don't even know what he wants. So it's like, you know.
Can I say shout out to Blasphemous HD for punking Minnesota boy?
Wait, what happened?
Oh yeah, at like VidCon or something.
What happened with that?
There was like he just went up to him and like he started. I don't remember where it was.
Oh yeah, he punched him in the mouth.
Get out of here.
Was that what happened? No, he didn't. He didn't punch him.
Yeah, he did.
Did he? When did that happen?
Punched, like you saw, he punched him in the mouth.
Get out? Really?
Yeah, it was crazy, and he had security in there and everything.
Come on, really? Oh, he's like.
Yeah, this is what I want to say about Big Mom crew. Remember how Luffy, like, we can't 100% prove this, but I felt like Puddin lied to them and she just set Luffy and them up or whatever by telling them to go there. But you see how Luffy was in that town, right? And instead of Puddin fighting Luffy, or instead of somebody in that town fighting Luffy, she tricked him and sent him somewhere to where he can get dealt with. Like, that was kind of weak or whatever like that.
I don't think that's weak. It's like they're just.
Come on, this is a
Yonko
weak plan, and like you got to send.
It's a setup. It's like a game to them. Like look what Kaido did with Kid. They're little pirate games. That's what he said.
I know, but I think Kaido operates different. He's not Big Mom. And then the other thing is that like you see how the trees, they're all around Nami right now in the chapter that ended, and they're like that they're gonna kill her or something like that. I don't think the trees is gonna kill Nami and who she's with. Nami's with Chopper, right?
Yeah.
I don't think the trees is gonna kill Nami and Chopper, so it's like they're gonna get washed. And it's like, come on, like if you can't even deal with Nami and Chopper, just like come on, like you're weak.
Nah, bro. I think you're really underestimating Big Mom right now.
No. I'm not saying her. I'm talking about her crew of the people that we
haven't seen like her
we haven't seen them. That's different. But how long is this gonna take to see these people? Like where are they at?
Wait, what are you guys arguing? What are you guys arguing?
when I seen her son, I thought her son was nice. I'm like, yo, finally, yo, he gonna put in some work. Then he got killed. I'm like,
Wait, but what if he was nice?
Wait, what are you arguing though?
He was nice.
I
But he
guess
was nice. We
Mom's
didn't get to
crew
see
being
it though. You know?
Big
I don't
Mom's crew.
know. The thing is,
You
we
can't
just-
argue
I like
this.
Big Mom as a pirate. I'm just saying her crew is like I haven't seen.
I asked you already. Who have you seen from Big Mom's crew that made you think their crew was weak? Tell me. I don't know.
Not like they're weak though, but like
No.
Peckham,
Tamago and Peckham. Those are two. Those are two that make you think Big Mom's crew's weak.
But here's the thing about weak. Not like they're weak, like you said. They're like mid tier. They're not the powerful people. They're not the weak people. But these trees and the sun and the flowers, the people she got on her island.
How's that her crew? You think those trees and islands and all that stuff?
Yeah, they're part of Big Mom crew. They're like doing her bidding for her.
Those are inanimate objects. You could say that her part of her power is more than their crew.
She has them doing stuff, and Bobbin could be considered an inanimate object to an extent.
I'm telling you right now, Bobbins is top tier. I'm telling you right now, Bobbins is.
Bobbin
Jack,
is a problem.
We hope
Yeah.
it is, though, but we have nothing to really.
This man's destroying islands. Your mom's
They
coming.
better.
Yo, his mom's telling him, Mom. You know how people are scared of Mom. He's like, Mom, got any snacks? And he's lost on her whole tirade and stuff
Yeah,
like
she
that.
didn't do nothing to Bobbin. Bobbin.
Yeah.
I think
he-
Bobbin eats
Even
people too.
even the way that it went down, you see how Big Mom went on her rampage, right?
I think Bobbin
that
eats
her
people
son
too.
was gonna be strong and was gonna be like, all right, let's say like if Luffy was to wild out, Zoro should be able to like calm Luffy down.
Son, what
But the
kind
thing
of
is, that
what kind
son
of information
is
did you
like-
have? She has so much sons. Why would you think one of her sons is that strong when she has so much sons?
Yeah,
But
that's like what,
but I
like
thought
46.
somebody would be able to be like, yo, I'm second in command over here.
But
Big
he's
Mom,
a random son though.
calm that down.
The second
Wait.
the second in command would even stop Big Mom.
Wait.
No, I'm not
Let
saying
me,
stop.
hey,
I mean, like, be able to like,
hey.
to like, yo, snap out of this. I'm
No,
strong.
listen. That wouldn't if there's a second hand man or anybody that could come up and stop a Yonko, that's like saying like let's say Kaido's on a rampage and Jack is like, yo, cut that shit out. And
Nah,
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Not in a Herban type of way, like usually they're gonna smack them, whatever. They're gonna chill, but like, yo, like yo.
I remember a panel where Ben Beckman's like, yo, Shanks, are you sure we should be going to Whitebeard? And she was like, nigga, who cares? Let's go Whitebeard.
Yeah.
These Yonkos, yo.
The thing is, that's the thing with these captains. They're gonna do whatever the hell they want to do, and they're like the second in commands. They know how they are, so they're just gonna go along with it.
See,
Right.
like
Exactly.
y'all always say that I say that it's I say like Luffy's 100, Zoro's like 85, and then Sanji's like 70.
I
Oh,
don't
come
know
on.
if
Where do these 2K ratings come from, man? Come on.
No, like how strong the captain is from Zorro and stuff like that. From
I
Sanji.
might get that far with
No, that's how I rank it though. But based on what y'all saying that the second in command wouldn't be able to stop Big Mom.
No. Yeah.
Remember
You're
how
saying-
when Zorro had that fight with Luffy because something was wrong with him. He was fighting Luffy, and Luffy had to snap him out of it.
No. But listen. That's a Luffy. This is a Yonko we're talking about. What?
Yeah, but I'm saying like if Luffy was to go haywire,
You know what's crazy though? We've seen the crocodile from the last chapter in the Big Mom going crazy chapter. I think we did. I'm not too sure. There's a crocodile over here with the same hat.
yeah.
And look over here. Look over here. You see, Tamago is crying. The crocodile doesn't give a crap. The dude with the long head doesn't give a crap. The female doesn't give a crap. The Tontada doesn't give a crap. The other dudes just kill you. So
Oh man, shit. Listen. I
Like
wish
trying
I
to
could
stop
talk.
somebody.
I wish I
trying to
could
stop
talk.
somebody
I wish
with
I
berserk
could.
is
I
not the
really
same
gotta
as
go.
you know.
I really gotta go.
That's how I try to stop.
yeah, Brogan. Did you say you gotta go like 20 minutes ago?
I got an assignment that I gotta get done by 12 o'clock, so I really gotta go. But I'm gonna do a part 2 tomorrow though. So I'm gonna send you on links so we can continue this conversation because this is crazy. All right, so I appreciate everybody coming through. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
I think so.
Subscribe to San Juan Reek.
Hey.